Good afternoon, everyone. I like to welcome you back to today's National E-Conference on recent trends in commerce, management, and economics, organized by Rayat Shikshan Sanstha, Shri Sadguru Gangagir Maharaj Science, Gautam Arts, and Sanjeevani Commerce College, Kopargaon. We have a great session lined up for you, and we are thrilled to continue our program. Now, I would like to request Dr. Seema Chavan Madam, please introduce today's guest of honor, Honorable Professor Dr. Praveen Jadhav Sir, Head and Professor, Institute of Infrastructure Technology, Research and Management, Autonomous University, Ahmedabad, Gujarat.
Thank you, ma'am. Respected delegates, participants, and experts, I am Dr. Seema Chauhan. Welcome you all once again in the second session of one-day National E-Conference on recent trends in commerce, economics, and management, organized by Shri Sadguru Gangagir Maharaj, Science, Gautam Arts and Sanjeevani Commerce College, Kopargaon. I feel very happy to introduce the resource person for the session. We are fortunate to have Dr. Praveen Jadhav as a resource person. He is going to share his expertise on recent trends in economics. Dr. Praveen Jadhav holds a postgraduate degree in economics from the University of Pune 2007 and earned his PhD from the Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, New Delhi, an autonomous body under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry in 2015. During his time at IIFT from 2008 to 2012, he conducted substantial research for the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Ministry of Science and Technology, and the European Union. Dr. Jadhav made valuable contribution to the Planning Commission's working subgroup on technology intensity in India's manufacturing exports for the 12th five-year plan. He also briefly served as a trainee economics at QED Enabled Services Private Limited in Pune. From August 2012 to September 2016, Dr. Praveen Jadhav served as an assistant professor and program coordinator at the University of Petroleum and Energy Studies, India's largest domain-specific university. He was recognized as the best performer for his active involvement in club activities. Currently, he is working as an associate professor and head of HSS department at the Institute of Infrastructure Technology, Research and Management, a Government of Gujarat Autonomous University. His expertise in infrastructure planning and management, Dr. Jadhav actively participated in the Student Startup and Innovation Policy SSIP 1.0 and 2.0 supported by the Government of Gujarat. Additionally, he serves as a mentor at iHub and provides advisory support to AgroSun Alliance LLP, a permanent agriculture sector startup. He also received two research grants for Indian Council of Social Science Research ICSSR. Dr. Jadhav extends background in academia and industry in highlighted by his numerous research projects. He has published professionally in fields such as business economics, international business, foreign direct investment, and infrastructure planning and management, with cover 1,000 citations to his name. He has authored and edited 5 books, including 2 textbooks with prestigious publishers like Springer and Vikas publication. His articles are regularly featured in book chapters, cases, and blogs. He serves as a reviver for various Scopus Index and ABDC listed journals and holds advisory and boards of studies position in several educational institutions. He is serving as a board member for multiple universities. Dr. Zadav achievements include receiving a grant from the Indian Council of World Affairs for his book, Potential Gains from India EU Limited Trade Agreement and EX Anti-Evolution. He was also honored with a Young Achiever Award for his outstanding contribution to FDI research and has secured Best Paper Award at 3 international conferences. We feel honored to have such a resourceful resource person for this session. Once again, I welcome Dr. Praveen Jadhav and I humbly request him share his perspective on this platform. Dr. Praveen Jadhav, sir, please. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I hope my voice is clear to all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first of all, I'd like to thank Dr. Seema
Yes, sir.
Chauhan for a very nice introduction. And, again, thank you for inviting me for this platform. So when I was looking the title of this talk, and it was very relevant because if you understand what are the dynamics of the current, what are the current trends in, let's suppose uh, economics education, we will definitely, that will be, guidance for the students, like where the economy or where the economics as a field is going on. And accordingly, if you made, certain skills which is important for you, then obviously that will be very important for you. So I will just share my ppt and then we will start a discussion. I hope my ppt is visible to all.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay. So again, I'll this current topics when we see the recent trend in economics. So I'll just start with my own example. So when I was pursuing, a master's in economics, so I thought that whether it is going to change my life or not, because what happens, like if you see the structure when I was pursuing my bachelor degree in economics, everybody we thought that okay, what you will do doing after BA, because that is normal questions arise because हमारे यहाँ like what happens. So someone who is not doing well, he actually get admission in a in arts, जो like बहुत अच्छा होता है, he will go to the science then commerce and arts. So सबसे जो बिगड़े हुए students होते हैं, they normally go into arts. Then I thought that we need to change this perception, like we can do a lot of things with economic as well, and whatever I am today is because of the economic. So I taught this economic subject not only in engineering. So currently I am teaching the economics in engineering. I taught in a law as well as I taught in management, so pharmacy, and like whatever is the strength like stream which we have, I actually presented my work. even we are doing certain projects with the engineers as well. So like when I was pursuing my, let's suppose, the that time I'm pursuing my masters from Pune University. So we work with the Pune Municipal Corporation. Like that time, Pune has a 12 wards, and each ward there was a limited budget of 12 lakh. And with that 12 lakh rupees, we cannot do much things. So what we did, we applied the concept of participatory planning for implementation of the certain things in Pune Municipal Corporation. So because so we asked the people only like what is your requirement, and then they okay, these things we want. We say that okay, we took the help of engineer and say that for, let's suppose, यहाँ पे footpath चाहिए या यहाँ पे street light चाहिए, so this is the cost involved. So now people only gave the ranking, like that rational decision concept of the economics which we use. Like okay, with this 12 lakh rupees, whatever is the ranking we gave, 1 to 10, okay, with this 1 to 5 only we will able to do with this much of budget. And then actually people got to know that whatever was suggestion was given, that was implemented by the Pune Municipal Corporation. So that time Nitin Karer was Ayukt Pune Mahanagar hote, and he implemented that project. So when we consider economics as a subject, not only the theoretical aspect is important, but at the same time, how you implement this theoretical knowledge is also important. तर आपण जे काही like whatever the things we learn in economics, uska like applied economics is one of the important branch which we need to understand. Like let's suppose if we take a very simple example, why government is putting more taxes on cigarette and liquor. इट्स सिंपल रीजन क्योंकि हमारे इकोनॉमिक्स में कंसेप्ट है इलास्टिसिटी. So for liquor and cigarette, though we will increase the prices, their demand is not going to declining much, because as a economy we need to also think about the industry, the people who are actually dependent on this liquor and cigarette industry. But government knows that the economic basic principle है elasticity का, जो इनइलास्टिक चीजें होती है उसका हम प्राइस बढ़ा भी देते हैं तो दैट विल बी नॉट गोइंग टू अफेक्ट योर डिमांड मच. सो दिस अप्लाइड इकोनॉमिक्स इज वेरी रिलेवेंट इन टुडेज वर्ल्ड. जितने भी पॉलिसी डिसीजन गवर्नमेंट लेती है या इंडिविजुअल कंपनी लेती है, इट्स ऑल डिपेंडिंग ऑन द अप्लाइड इकोनॉमिक्स कि कौन से प्रोडक्ट का कितना इलास्टिसिटी है. एंड इफ यू आर अप्लाइंग दैट नॉलेज फॉर प्राइस डिसीजन मेकिंग, सो दैट विल impacts your profitability also. As I said, if I know that okay, this is a bottle like which I have, and this is a water, so water, if it is a scarce, even if I charge for this bottle 50 rupees and someone is thirsty, that person will pay actually the money like 50 rupees for this bottle. So accordingly, आपका प्रोडक्ट जो भी हो उसका इलास्टिसिटी कितना है, उस बेसिस पे आप डिसीजन ले सकते हो. सो सिमिलरली वी हैव अ very like interdisciplinary approaches hai. We can, as I says that we take the help of engineering faculties, engineers for implementing certain projects like some behavioral economics hai, development economics hai, climate economics hai. All these branches are the newly, and they're actually is impacting area research in the economics. सबको समझ में आ रहा है? कोई इश्यू है तो मुझे बता दीजिए अभी से, क्योंकि इकोनॉमिक्स में एक कंसेप्ट होता है, मैं कुछ डिमांड दे रहा हूँ और लाइक सप्लाई कर रहा हूँ और आपका डिमांड कुछ अलग है, डिसइक्विलिब्रियम हो जाएगा. तो आपको जो भी चीजें नहीं समझ में आ रहा है आप मुझे क्वेश्चंस पूछ सकते हैं. एव्हरीवन इज कम्फर्टेबल इन इंग्लिश. मराठी, मला मराठी पण येते, हिंदी पण येते, गुजराती पण येते, इंग्लिश पण येते. कुठल्याही लँग्वेज मध्ये, लाइक एनी लँग्वेज आई एम कम्फर्टेबल. सो वॉट एवर इज युअर सजेशन, वॉट एवर इज युअर डिमांड, आई विल ट्राई टू सप्लाई ऑन दैट वे. तभी इक्विलिब्रियम होगा. काही सजेशन असेल तर आत्ताच सांगा. सो विल गो अहेड.
Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead, na? ठीक है. Now, like currently, if we see the trends in economic education, because I'm talking specifically on the economics field from the educational perspective. So right now there is an emphasis on give on a practical skills. Suppose in masters, statistical modeling and economic, like it is a simple example. If I want to check, let's suppose any project, infrastructure project, I want to forecast the demand. So we can do simply with the economics. कैसे करेंगे? सिंपल, हम इकोनोमेट्रिक्स एक सब्जेक्ट है जिसमें स्टैटिस्टिकल्स और मैथमेटिक्स का यूज होता है. तो उसमें कैसे होगा? लेट सपोज मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि मुझे बुलेट ट्रेन प्रोजेक्ट है, सपोज विच विल बी ज्वाइन अहमदाबाद टू मुंबई, अभी जो चल रहा है. So now I need to think that why we need this infrastructure, because ultimately we are spending a lot of money. So what we will do, we will forecast the demand कि ट्रैफिक कितना बढ़ने वाला है नेक्स्ट 10 years और 15 years में. हाउ मेनी पीपल विल ट्रैवल फ्रॉम मुंबई टू अहमदाबाद or Ahmedabad to Mumbai. And that's what we thought, that we should have a, let's suppose, bullet train or metro system in many metro cities. So all this like econometrics where we are forecasting the demand. जैसे इकोनॉमी में जीडीपी कितना बढ़ने वाला है, दैट विल बी आल्सो गिव दैट. जीडीपी बढ़ना मतलब प्रोडक्शन बढ़ रहा है, तो एम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़ेगा, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट कम होगा. सो ऑल दिस फोरकास्टिंग इज आल्सो डन विद द हेल्प ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स. और कोई भी कंपनी हो, लाइक इफ एनी कंपनी वांट टू forecast their sales ki suppose this is ice cream, like maybe this is Hoko ice cream, and they thought that okay, what could be demand for this summer season? What they will do, they will take the last 15 years data of the, let's suppose, from March to May, what was their sales, and accordingly we will take the different factors that affects the demand of ice cream. So demand of ice cream will function of price, maybe what is the weather condition, or how much what is the taste and all. So we can define this econometric model, and we can do the forecasting of that, how much could be the सेल की पॉपुलेशन कितना बढ़ रहा है, कितने बच्चे बढ़ रहे हैं, क्योंकि बच्चे ज्यादा डिमांड करते हैं आइसक्रीम का, और उस बेसिस पे हम फोरकास्ट कर सकते हैं. एंड दैट प्रैक्टिकल स्किल इज रियली इंपॉर्टेंट. तो सीमा मैम और आप जो भी अभी इकोनॉमिक्स पढ़ा रहे हैं, इफ यू कैन यूज ऑल दिस कंसेप्ट, okay, use of some statisticals or econometrics model in your, you know, if you take simple, आप एक डेटा ले लीजिए. सपोज हम डेटा लेते हैं जीडीपी और कंजम्पशन का. जैसे केन्स का थ्योरी आपको पढ़ाना है कि जैसे ही आपका इनकम बढ़ जाता है, कंजम्पशन बढ़ जाता है. तो लाइक इवन विथ एक्सेल वी कैन डू द रिग्रेशन एनालिसिस. तो आपको क्या लेना है? सिंपली लेना है कि जीडीपी जीडीपी इज गिविंग द टोटल इनकम, एंड एक कंजम्पशन पार्ट होता है जीडीपी में. तो उन दोनों डेटा का कोरिलेशन दिखा देंगे तो विल गेट कि 1% से इनकम बढ़ जाएगा तो कितना कंजम्पशन एक्सपेंडिचर बढ़ जाए. एंड इफ यू कैन टेल ऑल दिस केन्स का थ्योरी विथ प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल, प्रैक्टिकल स्किल, with real data, student will really like that. And because what I'm also doing the same, and if you just taught them Keynes theory, they will not understand. But if you take the real data and if you can able to understand, I think that that trend is going on right now. Most of the B school, IIMs, and even IITs, they are teaching economics in that way. And obviously, it is very important for the future generation, क्योंकि बहुत सारी कंपनीज में जो डेटा एनालिटिक्स है उसका डिमांड for economic person is well into the market. Then also, like we have specialized tracks like financial market, banking, so the finance in economics is different, but these are also combinedly we are doing. And we are also talking about the emerging technology, emerging technologies. So emerging technologies is also like right now the machine learning and big data analytics is also used in economic education, where for analyzing the huge data set, we are using the machine learning as well as the big data analytics in economics. We're also using some of the other disciplines taking the help, like psychology, sociology, and political science to address complex economic issues. Also the behavioral economics is one of the important trends which is going right now. Most of the people is also talking about the behavioral economics and using this for the economic decision making. And experimental economics, where we are using the economics theory and we are testing them. Like if you take the very simple example, so you'll understand. आपको पता होगा कि लाइक साइकोलॉजी होती है किसी भी पर्सन की. सपोज you have a, like two products in front of you. One like a t-shirt price at 500, and option B a t-shirt price at 499. अभी इसमें डिफरेंस ओनली 1 रुपीज का है, बट मोस्ट पीपल प्रिज्यूम 499 as a significantly cheaper than 500, because the main theory where we are using here, it people tend to focus on the leftmost digit. So we're using some of the concept of the psychology and other discipline to actually make our pricing strategy. So this is called the left digit effect in behavioral economics. So behavioral economics में ये सारे हम theories पढ़ लेते हैं, and that is also one of the important you know the psychological जो pricing होती है, its lesson is small psychological cues influence our purchase decision. Clear? So this kind of a psychological behavioral analysis also we can use deciding the economic analysis, and that recent trend is going into the market. Then we will also take the example. Let's suppose most of the you heard about the Starbucks coffee. So when we consider Starbucks coffees, like if suppose small coffee is 150, and we have, let's suppose only we have two options: small coffee 150 and large coffee 230. So most of the people will go with the small coffee cup. Clear? But if we just introduce the medium size coffee cup, then most of the people will compare that. Oh, okay, large coffee is just 230, but small, medium coffee का जो cup है, it is costing 230. So that's what, like, most of the people might choose small in first cases because it is cheaper. But when we introduce the medium size, then it makes large look like a better deal, just a 10 rupees more than medium, and that is cause a deco effect, pricing strategy that nudges customers towards a higher price option by adding a less attractive middle option. So our decisions are influenced in how choices are presented, and that is also one of the emerging field we can see in economics, which is changing the current trends into the economics. Clear? Any question or any doubt? Any question or any doubt? No question? Then we can also take the help of behavioral economics. Suppose you are in your college or school cafeteria. So students often choose the unhealthy junk food. ऐसे लोगों को मैगी पसंद है, chips पसंद है, like so all these are so if instead of banning such, you can also go with the different approach, placing healthy snacks like fruits and salads at eye level, and making junk food slightly harder to reach. So using attractive labels like brain boosting snacks for healthier options, and that also use the next theory which combining the economic and psychology. So two different stream, when we combine it, we will get the better results. And like let's suppose instead of even banning the cigarette and like liquor, if you can educate the people, that also works. And that all concept is also taking from the psychology stream, and we can say that okay, simple changes in how options are presented can lead better decision for personal and public health. And so that is from the behavioral economics. Even like you can take another example. Let's suppose a cafe offers the same coffee with three different payment options. Fixed price, let's suppose it is a 50 rupees per cup. Pay what you want, like customer choose. Because मैं यूरोप में गया था, वहाँ पे ऐसे बहुत सारे रेस्टोरेंट है. जैसे मैं एक पाकिस्तानी रेस्टोरेंट में गया था. ऐसे दैट ओके, यू कैन मे एज मच यू कैन पे. इंडिया में वो नहीं है क्योंकि लोग पे ही नहीं करेंगे. बट स्टिल सम ऑफ द countries like Europe, they have this option, customer choose how much they can pay, and fixed price with some charity, like 50 with 10 going to charity. So what is this? Some people pay more under the pay what you want model, showing social preferences. More customers choose the fixed price plus charity, providing altruism influence spending. So all these pricing strategies can be designed based on the consumer psychology or social behavior rather than just a cost. And that's what we need to make an interdisciplinary approach while making any pricing strategy under the economics. And if you use that, I think the output which you get, it is a better outcome. And even you can have a, right now there is a specialized area of studies like development economics, so which is talking about the poverty inequality and sustainable development. So how whatever we are doing, that should be not affect the future generation. So net zero or carbon credits are all things are is a part of sustainable development. So SDGs hai. So development economics is talking about that, and that is also the emerging field where you will have a lot of opportunities in multilateral organizations like United Nations and even ESCAP. So all these are talking about. Even the climate economics is also is growing field in the economics. Urban economics, like which studies economics issues like cities, क्योंकि whatever the urbanization is going on, जितना भी लोग माइग्रेशन हो रहा है अर्बन एरियाज में, तो अर्बन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर कैसे वेल मैनेज करें, हम कैसे हम मल्टी मॉडल ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम की तरफ जाए, स्मार्ट सिटीज कैसे इंप्लीमेंट करें, and all this is like how to reduce the transportation cost. That also comes under the urban economics, so which is also the one of the trending branch in economics, which is also focuses on the like how to manage the urban infrastructure. Clear? Any question or any doubt so far? कोई क्वेश्चन है किसी का? Then if you see the development economics, so we can take the like poor entrepreneurs, which let's suppose lack of traditional bank loans. So microfinance institution, like as we know that in Bangladesh, Muhammad Yunus got the Nobel for his work on a microfinance. So this microfinance is like all people. Let's suppose you are from the rural area. So I that like this microfinance institute can change your whole idea. Like you get a lot of good opportunities for your small businesses. So woman on rural area gets 5,000 to buy a sewing machine and start a tailoring business. So this small financial support can help people escape poverty. So this all comes under the developmental economics, like even the encourage self-employment, open empowerment. So microfinance like helps create sustainable development, which is giving people to tools to improve their own lives. So that's how like development economics is considering how to give improve the microfinance, which will be helpful for the budding enterprises, even small areas like from the village areas, how we can change their lives with smaller interventions like microfinance. Then climate economics, let's suppose like government is putting a tax who's emitting more much CO2, like carbon tax or set up emission with the tradable permit. So climate economics is also talking about like this carbon credit where net zero, like whatever the pollution you are making, same level as the trees you need to implant, and all this is also is a part of climate economics, like how to charge the carbon tax on those industries who are putting a lot of emitting CO2. So these companies have to pay for pollution, and encouraging them to reduce emission and adopt the clean energy. That is also what we actually is right now. Everyone is talking about the sustainable development, and that's what the climate economics, I think, is an emerging field in economics, which will be it is show the more incentives to the reduce pollution and helps fund green energy projects and combat climate change. So the carbon pricing aligns economic incentives and environmental goals, making sustainable profitable. This is also one of the important field, because right now even the UN and other multilateral bodies is talking about the carbon pricing like net zero, and all this climate economics is also is one of the emerging trend in economics. So as I said, the like because cities like London, Singapore, and that charge vehicle of like a fee for a vehicle entering in high traffic area. So that will be discourage people and use some of the uh, you know uh, public transport system, and that is also one of the important urban economics. May we are talking that if you want to reduce the traffic congestion, I think we can actually charge the fees for the vehicle if they are entering into the high traffic areas. So that will be discourage the people to go in congestion area when there is a high traffic. So that unnecessarily whenever people are using the transportation like car trips, and that also promotes the public transport and carpooling. And so Delhi mein hamare यहाँ जो problem है, I think instead of like though we have a metro system we develop, but at the same time if we can use this kind of a strategy which is coming from the economics, I think that will be discourage the use of individual car. So instead of if you are charging higher amount, they can actually go with this kind of option like carpooling or use public transportation like buses or maybe the metro system. So that will be reduce the traffic congestion and improvise air quality and encourage the efficient land use and better urban planning. So here's the listening from the urban economics. So I'm just giving the brief example. Their areas are a lot of, but obviously the congestion pricing makes cities more livable, reduce pollution. So economics not only talking about how to manage your money, but from the social perspective also, we are thinking about how to make the cities livable, reduce pollution, and improve transportation efficiently. That is what we need to think. Even now coming to the career opportunities, because everyone those who are into having their major in economics or masters in economics, so there are a lot of opportunities. Taking my own example, मैंने you don't believe, but whenever I'm getting the invitation from specifically from Rayat Shikshan Sanstha, I'm never denying, because uh, literally I first year BA था, मैंने external किया. लोग घर वालों ने बोला कि why you are no studying, there is no scope. So I did my graduation with this kind of environment. I first year में अच्छे मार्क्स मिला, तो घर वाले बोले चलो आप चले जाओ कॉलेज. बट कॉलेज में भी कभी हमने क्लासेस नहीं की थी. But then I thought that okay, I'll also pursue my masters. My Pune University गया. Pune University में I got good company, and then I thought that okay, we can have a lot of opportunities even in तब तक हमें पता ही नहीं था. मैंने तो इकोनॉमिक्स इसलिए लिया था कि मुझे मेरा जो बाजू वाला था, so he was going in the same college, and I thought that since I am an external student, in the first year I will get the notes. But then when I came into the master, I thought that because in masters in Pune University, there was some people from other state, some international student, and then when I talked with the faculties, some of the like I got like I initially explained, I got even with the Pune Municipal Corporation, and I got that there are a lot of opportunities. And then I thought that instead of doing NET and all, then after doing the just masters, because in masters also there was a financial constraint was what me म्हणजे बऱ्याच वेळा असं व्हायचं की खायला पण पैसे नसायचं. बट दॅट कमोशिका योजना विच इज स्टार्टेड बाय our Nanda and the Karmayur Bhavirar Patil, I am here. So I thought that certain things which I got from this, like from because of the Karmayur Bhavirar Patil, I should pay that reward to the people, and that's what I normally when I got this invitation, I never say no, like specifically for restrictions also. So when I thought that okay, then I got a lot of opportunities. Even I work with the Planning Commission. I work with the European Union. Certain projects I visited Europe 2 3 times, because that there are a lot of opportunities even in policy framing. Like right now most of the policies are framed with the help of economists. So there is a high demand in policy analysis, including like even the financial analysis research. There are so many consultancy companies which is giving the so initial my first job when I just did the masters, second day only I got the job, but that was a KPO. उसमें क्या करना था, यूएस से असाइनमेंट आती थी स्टूडेंट्स की, यहाँ पे मैं बैठ के सॉल्व कर रहा था. So all these are just nothing but as a process of a globalization, you are even getting the lot of opportunities, and that's how like you work, and you'll get a lot of chances. So there are obviously in economics there are a lot of opportunities even both in public and private sector, and also there is global relevance is there for the economic students. So like if you see the whatever we discuss, like for addressing global challenges, we have a economic like climate change, we are economists are helping. Now as we discuss the carbon tax, for inequality, like जो जो भी global challenges है, उसके लिए लाइक पॉलिसीज फॉर इक्विटेबल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज, जैसे हमारा जो मॉनेटरी एंड फिजिकल पॉलिसी है, दैट इज नॉट व्हाट फिजिकल पॉलिसी में हम क्या करते हैं, जो लोगों के पास ज्यादा पैसे है उनको टैक्स इम्पोज करते हैं, एंड दोज हु आर पुअर वी आर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग दिस मनी विद द पुअर विद द डिफरेंट पॉलिसी फ्रेमवर्क। जैसे हम अभी लाइक वी आर इन महाराष्ट्र स्टेट, वी आर हैव अ डिफरेंट स्कीम्स फॉर सपोज अभी महिलाओं के लिए एक स्कीम की थी, उसके ऊपर बहुत सारे इश्यूज है, बट like we are getting 1500, so all these are where the money is coming. It is coming from the people who are having a higher income, they are paying the taxes. So all this equitable distribution is what we are from the economics we are doing this under the fiscal policy. Monetary policy is considering the money supply, how to have a balanced amount of a money supply, that is also what could be the interest rate. All this policy decision is the part of economics. And impact of AI and automation on labor markets क्या होगा, that kind of technological disruption होगा, उसका भी study हम economics में करते हैं. We are analyzing the big data, interdisciplinary collaboration we are doing. So as we discuss this behavioral economics, informative economics, development economics, so these are the emerging area of research in economics. Then specific economics tend to watch like if you see the inflation and monetary policy, like global supply chain, geopolitical tensions, labor market dynamics. So all these are the recent concept, like maybe आपने अभी रिसेंटली सुना होगा कि ट्रेड वॉर, लाइक जो ट्रम्प का रेस्पेरिकल ड्यूटी है, आई थिंक आपने सुना है, किसी ने सुना है ये क्या है, किसी को पता है, एनी आइडिया? दिस इज द रिसेंट वन, किसी ने सुना है ये? ट्रम्प ने एक स्लोगन दिया था, अमेरिका फर्स्ट, जैसे हमारे यहाँ बोलते हैं मेक इन इंडिया. सो ही सेड दैट कंट्री लाइक इंडिया पुटिंग लॉट ऑफ इम्पोर्ट ड्यूटी, मतलब जितने भी यूएस से प्रोडक्ट आ रहे हैं उसके ऊपर हम बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट, जैसे लिकर आ रहा है, हार्ली डेविसन बाइक्स आ रहे हैं, उसको ऊपर हम 100% से ज्यादा ड्यूटीज लगाते हैं. तो उसका प्राइस है 100% से ज्यादा हो जाता है. सपोज ये मोबाइल मैं एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ और यूएस 100% ड्यूटी लगा रहा है, तो उसकी प्राइस 100% से यूएस में बढ़ जाती है. उसी प्रकार से जब हम यूएस के जो प्रोडक्ट्स आते थे इंडिया में, उसके ऊपर हम डोमेस्टिक इंडस्ट्री को बचाने के लिए वी विश टू पुट अ लॉट ऑफ ड्यूटीज. तो उन्होंने कहा कि आप जैसे ड्यूटी लगाए तो हम भी सेम ड्यूटी आपके प्रोडक्ट के ऊपर लगाएंगे. सो ऑल दिस व्हाट लाइक दिस इज द रिसेंट डायनामिक्स विच वी हैव इन economics. Everybody is talking about free trade is in problematic way. So all this is also like its impact, what could be the possible impact that will be analyzed by the economist. अब मैं मुझे किसी ने पूछा कि what do you feel, no Dr. Jadhav, like what could be the possible impact of this. मैंने कहा देखो, let's suppose if I'm exporting agriculture good to US, no need to worry. Why? Because if you know the concept of elasticity, एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्ट जीवानावश्यक वस्तु है, उसका प्राइस बढ़ेगा तो वो लोग लेंगे ही नहीं, उनके पास ऑप्शन नहीं है. दूसरा ये है, वो सारे कंट्रीज के ऊपर लगा रहे तो सभी की प्राइस बढ़ जाएगी. तो हम कम्पिटिटिव है तो हमें डरने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. सो ऑल दिस आर व्हाट वी आर यूजिंग द कंसेप्ट ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स ऑफ इलास्टिसिटी की. नहीं, जीवानावश्यक, सपोज किसी को बीपी का प्रॉब्लम है और उसको टैबलेट लेना ही है, तो प्राइस कितने भी बढ़ेगी. आपने कोविड में देखा होगा, सी जो ऑक्सीजन था उसके लोगों ने 1 लाख 2 लाख भी पे किए. Why? Because there is a scarcity. So when we know this, so we using the basic economics fundamental, we can analyze the future implication of whatever the things is happening into the current market. And in this way, actually, if we are using all this concept in day-to-day life decision making process, I think we will. This is what the trend is going on. And if you taught this to all the students, like how to make the implementation of the economic concept in day-to-day life, I think we will get a lot of employment opportunities. So with this word, I think we will stop here because 2 o'clock we'll take some questions. So I have one another meeting at 2 o'clock. So we will have a some questions, some doubt clearing. Then we will stop here. Any question or any doubt? I hope it is like whatever I like talked, it was making some relevance to you. कुछ भी क्वेश्चंस है, कुछ डाउट है तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. My number is here. किसी को किस if you need any help, I'm always there. My email ID is written. So if you need any guidance, you can always contact to me.
Thank you so much, Honorable Professor Dr. Praveen Jadhav, sir, for your guidance regarding recent trends in economics. Now, I would like to invite Professor Pratiksha Madam to express vote of thanks.
Pratiksha madam, please give vote of thanks.
Respected Chief Guest, Dr. Praveen Jadhav, sir, our college esteems, principals, teachers, and all presents, as we come to the conclusion of this enlightening session, I take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Praveen Jadhav, sir, on behalf of all of us, your valuable insights on recent trends in economics have provided us with a deeper understanding of the subject. This session has been extremely informative and enriching for all of us. I sincerely appreciate your time and effort in sharing your wisdom with us today. We hope to more such opportunities to learn from you in future. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much, Dr.
very
Praveen
much for
Jadhav, sir.
inviting me.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
very
sir.
much.
Thank you.
Chale.
Now we are about to begin our next session, research paper presentation. I request to Professor Mohit Gaware, sir, Head of the Department of BBA, please introduce today's guest of honor, Chairperson of the research paper presentation, Dr. Suvarna Kurkute, Madam.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mohit Gaware, head of the BBA department. It's my pleasure to introduce our chairperson for the session of research paper presentation. Honorable Dr. Kurkute Swarna Ashok, Assistant Professor at Rayat Shikshan Sanstha, Dhananjay Rao Gadgil College of Commerce, Satara. She holds Master of Commerce, PhD on the study of performance evaluation of employees, Cooperative Bank in Satara district from Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Also, she is qualified state exam. She has over 16 years of teaching experience. She is a working secretary of Academic Council of DG College, Satara. Also, she is working as a coordinator of Rashtriya Uchchatar Shiksha Abhiyan since 2017. Also, she is working as the head of the Department of Computer Application since 2018. As well as she is working as a member of College Development Committee. Also, she is working as a chairman of Board of Studies of Computer Application from 2018. Also, she is working as a member of Board of Studies of Commerce and Management from 2016. She has published and presented more than 35 research papers in UGC Care listed journal. Also, she has attended 42 conferences, seminars, and workshops. She has completed 4 research projects as well as she has completed 11 orientation and FDP courses. Also, she has participated 24 workshop conferences as a resource person. She is the author of some books like Customs Duty, Income Tax, Indian Tax System and Income Tax, Goods and Service Tax, Entrepreneurship Development, and Project Report. So, it's all about Honorable Dr. Kurkute ma'am. Now, we are going to move forward our session.
Gaware sir,
that is-
Gaware sir.
Yes, yes.
I would like to request Dr. Suvarna Kurkote madam, please give some instruction to the research scholar to how to present research paper. Please,
Yes.
Dr. Suvarna Kurkote.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes,
Am
sir.
I
Yes,
audible?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Gaware sir, and thank you, Bhagavat sir.
Thank you.
I welcome all the participants and those who are going to present the papers over here. A few instructions from my side that in 10 minutes, as you have been already told by the coordinator, that you are supposed to present the paper. Just highlight your title, your the data collection method, then your methodology, your hypothesis, and your findings. Okay, so in just 10 minutes, you just tell me about your research. Okay, so these are just few things that I wanted to tell you. Okay, we can begin, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, ma'am.
Gaware
Thank
sir,
you.
please start.
Okay. So, very first, I call Mr. Jadhav Umesh Bibhishan, Dada Patil Mahavidyalay, Karzar. Mr. Jadhav Umesh. Boy, sir, can you please Jadhav Umesh.
Sir, next please. He is not
Okay,
present here.
Okay. Next is Mr. Prabhu Naik, Government First Grade College, Harapanahali.
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Okay, sir. Please carry.
Okay, sir. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Can I share my screen, sir? Hello.
Yes,
Please,
sir.
please, sir, share your screen, sir. Yes, yes. Yes, sir. Is it visible now, sir? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
It is
Yes.
visible.
Yes.
Is it visible my PPT?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon to all. This is Prabhu Naik, Assistant Professor, Government First Aid College, Harapanahali, Karnataka State. I am going to present topic consumer behavior towards mobile banking with special reference to Vijayanagara district in Karnataka. Let me begin with the introduction. So the technology plays an important role in development of mobile banking. As we know, mobile banking refers to use of mobile devices to access and manage bank accounts once. So let us move to the next scope of the study. This study is an attempt to understand how is consumer behavior towards mobile banking with reference to Vijayanagara district in Karnataka states. These are my research objectives. So the first objective is to find the factors associated with consumer behavior in using mobile banking. Then second objective is to ascertain the factors influencing to use mobile banking. Then third objective is to understand awareness level and acceptance level of consumer towards mobile banking. Then let me to move next research methodology. So here in this study, I have used descriptive study. It's a descriptive study. I have collected data through questionnaires, which I collected from the Google Forms. 50 respondent I got from 50 respondents. These are my literature review, some of literature review. Then these are my findings from this. These are the outcomes of my research finding. First one is majority the respondents, they use mobile banking to transfer money. Then second find out major reason to do mobile banking is to save times and easy to interface, trust of security, cost effective, and 24 into 7 service which provides. Then other respondents says, so the mobile banking is very complicated to the illiterates, so who cannot able to interact with interface. Then it's very risky in a transaction. Then as some respondents is, it is very difficult to work in network issue areas. Then some respondents said mobile banking is only for wealthy people. They feel mobile banking is for only wealthy people and it is not user friendly. So these are findings I found. Then hypothesis concern. I have framed one hypothesis: the education, qualification, use of mobile banking are dependent. This is my null hypothesis. Then as a alternative hypothesis, the education, qualification, and use of mobile banking are independent. For that, I used the chi-square test to analyze that. The square value which I got is less than critical value. Critical value is less than the square value is less than critical value. So that's why I came to conclusion there is a relation between education, qualification, and use of mobile banking. Then finally I move to conclusion. So the mobile banking, the majority of people sees, the respondent sees mobile banking is to transfer the money and it is easy to carry. Then it is a user friendly and it is a cost effectively. Then even though it is effective, then it is not away from some demerits. So it is not comfortable to the illiterate peoples, and it is not away from the network connectivity issues. Then it is and somebody as I said, so some people feel that so mobile banking is for the people who are literate and who are wealthy. Then finally I give finally I thank you to all to give me this opportunity.
Thank you
Thank
so much, sir. Thank you
Thank
so much. Now, I will call our next participant, that is Bhondve Angad Haribau, Dada Patil Mahavidyalay, Karjat. Bhondve Angad. Okay. The next is Mrs. Sunita Kumari,
Yes, sir,
Vinod Bihari Mahato. Yes, ma'am,
present.
please.
I'm sharing my screen.
Okay.
Wait, sir. Give me a minute, sir.
Please share your screen, ma'am.
Yes, sir, wait, sir. Is my screen is sharing, sir? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. I'm sharing my PPT, sir, now.
Yes,
Is my
ma'am.
screen is visible, sir?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sunita Kumari, and I am a research scholar at Vinod Bihari Mahato College, University, Dhanbad. Today, I will be presenting my research on topic the rise of sustainable shopping, analyzing consumer preference for eco-friendly product in India. This this study aimed to explain how the demand of sustainable shopping increased between consumer and their preference for eco-friendly product rises in context of environmental protection. And talking about nowadays, consumer focus on buying product that minimize environmental and social harm throughout their life cycle. As we know, preference for eco-friendly product will beneficial for our environment as it reduce impact on plant and people. There are my research objectives. I have a four research objective coming to consumer preference. Examine the demand for eco-friendly product, key barriers, identify the challenges in adopting sustainability, digital impact, assess the role of marketing and social media, recommendation, provide insight for business and policymaker. Coming to research methodology, I have collected data from secondary source. I have done descriptive analysis of consumer behavior in both urban and rural market. I have an analytical approach influence which are in, I analyze the approaches which influence the sustainable shopping. I have a comprehensive understanding which provide holistic view of the Indian market. Coming to facts that I analyzed, 75% of urban consumers express interest in purchasing eco-friendly products, but the actual adoption with only 25 to 30% because of price sensitivity, limited availability, and greenwashing. Coming to rural area, sustainable products have lower penetration due to lack of awareness and affordability issue. One more thing, these are my finding and discussion. One more thing, I analyzed that in this research, social media play a crucial role for adoption of sustainable shopping. There are so many barriers of sustainable shopping like high cost, limited access, greenwashing, and consumer doubt clarification. Coming to remuneration, we have many recommendations like businessmen can do many things like they can reduce cost, ensure transparency, government have can enforce law, offer many subsidy and incentives, retailers can expand their accessibility for both urban and rural people. Digital market. A digital market can play a crucial role, as we already know, for the adoption of sustainable marketing. These are my conclusion. And one more thing I found through this research that people want to switch for sustainable shopping, but there are some hindrances like price sensitive, limited availability, and greenwashing, and doubtfulness regarding product, which are stopping people to switch to sustainable shopping for eco-friendly products. That's all, everyone. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now, the next participant is Mr. Vinayak Kaushik, Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalay, Indore.
जी सर, present sir.
Vinayak Kaushik, sir.
जी present sir.
Okay, sir. Please carry on.
Vinayak sir. Sir, एक मिनट स्क्रीन शेयर कर. Make your video on sir. Visible sir screen? Yes sir, visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay sir. जी सर, मेरा नाम विनायक कौशिक है. मैं देवी अहिल्या विश्वविद्यालय इंदौर में रिसर्च स्कॉलर हूँ. एंड आज मैं अपना रिसर्च पेपर प्रेजेंट करने जा रहा हूँ आप सभी के सामने. तो मेरा रिसर्च पेपर का टाइटल जो है वो है एनवायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट ऑफ ए इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल इन इंडिया, ए a data-driven analysis of emission reduction potential. इस रिसर्च पेपर के थ्रू मैं यह बताना चाहता हूं कि अगर इंडिया ईवी अडॉप्ट कर ले तो यह एक क्लीनर रिप्लेसमेंट हो सकता है ट्रेडिशनल व्हीकल का। अगर ईवी अडॉप्शन अच्छे तरीके से हो जाता है इंडिया में तो यह कार्बन ऑक्साइड रिड्यूस को कम करेगा, जिससे पोल्यूशन को कम करने में हेल्प मिलेगी। एंड इंडिया जो एक टारगेट लेके चल रहा है जीरो कार्बन एमिशन का, उसे अचीव करने में उसे हेल्प मिलेगी और इंडिया एक सस्टेनेबल एनवायरनमेंट की ओर बढ़ेगा। मेरा जो रिसर्च पेपर के ऑब्जेक्टिव हैं वो मेनली 4 हैं। फर्स्ट एमिशन रिडक्शन के ऊपर है, सेकंड एयर क्वालिटी, थर्ड एनर्जी सोर्सेज एंड फोर्थ है पॉलिसी इफेक्टिवनेस। अब अगर हम इसके एनालिसिस के बारे में और इसके फैक्ट्स के बारे में बात करें तो फर्स्ट है कि फर्स्ट एमिशन रिडक्शन पोटेंशियल। अगर हम ईवी को अडॉप्ट करते हैं और उसे यूज करते हैं तो हम 30 to 40% लेस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्रोड्यूस करते हैं कंपैरिजन इंटरनल कॉम्बशन इंजन लाइक पेट्रोल, डीजल, सीएनजी के मुकाबले। सेकंड, जो कार्बन फुटप्रिंट है वो डिपेंड करता है कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सोर्स कौन सा यूज किया जा रहा है, जैसे कि कोल का किया जा रहा है कि रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी का। अगर हम रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी के माध्यम से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट करते हैं तो उससे हम 80% तक कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं। सेकंड है एयर क्वालिटी इंप्रूवमेंट। अगर ईवी अडॉप्शन होता है तो उससे हमने देखा है कि जो मेट्रो सिटीज हैं लाइक दिल्ली, बेंगलोर एटसेट्रा, उनमें 10 to 15% पोल्यूशन एयर पोल्यूशन में गिरावट आई है, जिससे कि लोगों की पब्लिक हेल्थ को इम्प्रूवमेंट मिला है और पोल्यूशन कंट्रोल करने में गवर्नमेंट को हेल्प हुई है। थर्ड है एनर्जी डिपेंडेंसी एंड सस्टेनेबिलिटी, जिसमें हमने देखा है कि इंडिया में अभी भी 70% कोल बेस्ड एनर्जी सोर्सेज का उपयोग किया जाता है, जिससे कि कार्बन ऑक्साइड प्रोड्यूस ज़्यादा हो रही है। एंड अगर हमें इसे कम करना है और एक सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट की ओर बढ़ना है तो हमें रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज की तरफ शिफ्ट होना पड़ेगा। उसके लिए हमें क्लीन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पर इन्वेस्टमेंट करना होगा। थर्ड है पॉलिसी इफेक्टिवनेस एंड चैलेंजेस। इसके लिए हम जो पॉलिसी को इफेक्टिवनेस बनाने के लिए गवर्नमेंट ने फेम 1, फेम 2 एंड काफ़ी तरीके इंसेंटिव एंड सब्सिडीज को प्रमोट कर रही है एंड लोगों को अवेयर करने के बारे में अवेयर करने की प्लान्स बना के लेके आ रही है। उसके साथ साथ ही गवर्नमेंट इसे और मोर अडॉप्टेबल बनाने के लिए इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के रूप में 5 लाख पब्लिक चार्जेस का टारगेट लेके चली 2030 तक। और साथ ही बैटरी रिसाइकलिंग के ऊपर भी यह एक काम कर रही है गवर्नमेंट। लास्ट कंक्लूजन माय पेपर कि इमिशन रिडक्शन, क्लीन एनर्जी एंड ट्रांसपोर्ट इफेक्टिव। अगर हम ईवी अडॉप्ट करते हैं तो हमें इमिशन रिडक्शन करने में हेल्प होगी, जिसको पाने के लिए हमें क्लीन एनर्जी रिसोर्स का उपयोग करना होगा और इन दोनों को उपयोग करने की वजह से भारत को एक ट्रांसपोर्टेशन में एक सस्टेनेबल ट्रांसपोर्टेशन प्राप्त करने में हेल्प होगी। उसके लिए रिकमेंडेशन सस्टेनेबल ईवी एडॉप्शन के लिए फर्स्ट है कि रिन्यूएबल एनर्जीज में हमें इन्वेस्ट करना होगा। एक्सपेंड रिसाइकलिंग। सेकंड, हमें बैटरी रिसाइकलिंग के ऊपर ध्यान देना होगा ताकि उसके जो पोल्यूशन है उसको रिड्यूस किया जा सके। थर्ड है पब्लिक प्राइवेट पार्टनरशिप। पब्लिक भी और प्राइवेट दोनों को मिलके पार्टनरशिप के थ्रू इसको अडॉप्शन को हमें प्रमोट करना होगा। फोर्थ, अर्बन पॉलिसीज। और अर्बन पॉलिसीज को ध्यान रखकर स्पेशली उनको, क्योंकि वहाँ पे ही ईवी अभी ज़्यादा जो अर्बन पॉलिसीज को ध्यान रखते हुए पॉलिसी बनानी पड़ेगी जिससे ईवी अडॉप्शन में हेल्प हो सके। थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now, the next participant is Dr. Pratima Balasaheb Kadam from Rayat Shikshan Sanstha, Mahatma Phule Mahavidyalay, Pimpri. Kadam, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, carry on, please.
Good afternoon, respected dignitaries, fellow researchers, and esteemed guests. I am Dr. Pratima Kadam, Assistant Professor in the Department of Economics at Mahatma Phule Mahavidyalaya, Pimpri, Pune. My research focus on the intersection of technology, economic development, and social equity. Today, I am honored to present my study titled AI and Digitalization, Economic Growth, Trade Dynamics, and Social Transformation in India. This work explores how India's rapid technological adoption is reshaping its economy and society while addressing critical challenges that demand our collective attention. Now, India stands at a significant turning point in its digital and economic transformation with over 900 million internet users and government-driven initiatives like Digital India, Make in India, and Startup India. The nation is harnessing the power of artificial intelligence, automation, and digital tools to accelerate growth, enhance governance, and improve the quality of life for its citizens. AI-driven innovation are reshaping industries, transforming traditional business models, and unlocking new opportunities for economic expansion. However, this transformation is not without complexity. While AI presents a tremendous opportunity to drive productivity, innovation, and efficiency, it also raises critical concerns regarding job replacement, income inequality, ethical AI deployment, and digital divide issues. The balance between technological advancement and its societal implications is crucial for sustainable and inclusive growth. My research examines three key dimensions of AI impact on India's development. First is how AI fuels economic productivity and job creation. Second is its role in fostering social inclusion through education, healthcare, and governance. And third one is the challenges of inequality, privacy, and workforce readiness. Let's delve into these aspects. First one, economic impact. AI is driving economic transformation in India. In agriculture, AI-driven techniques have increased crop yields by 30% in a state like Maharashtra. SMEs in manufacturing are leveraging AI for innovation and global competitiveness. While automation may replace routine jobs, AI is projected to create 5 to 7 million new jobs by 2025 in fields like data science, cybersecurity, and robotics engineering. Workforce reskilling is crucial in ensure a smooth transition. AI could contribute $957 billion to India's GDP by 2035 as per McKinsey Global Institute report. However, navigating the challenges of workforce readiness, equitable AI access, and ethical AI shaping India's AI-driven future. Now, social transformation. AI is a social equalizer, enhancing education through e-learning apps and vocational training under Skill India. In healthcare, AI-driven telemedicine has grown 30% annually post 2020, improving rural healthcare access. Governance is also involving with Aadhaar-based AI system, improving welfare distribution. However, digital inclusion remains a challenge with rural areas lagging in internet access. PMG Disha, it means Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Saksharta Abhiyan, have trained 60 million in digital literacy, but further efforts are needed for full inclusion. Some challenges despite progress, India faces hurdles. First is the digital gap. 58% of workforce lack digital skill, risking inclusion from AI-driven opportunity. Second is ethical concern. 70% of Indians fear data misuse as Indian lacks of robust data protection law, cybersecurity crimes by 40 alongside AI adoption. Third, regional disparities. AI benefits concentrate in tech like while rural areas struggle with the connectivity and affordability. Without addressing this, India risks deepening inequality. Policy recommendation. To harness AI potential, India must expand digital infrastructure, invest in education, strengthen regulation, and promote inclusivity. In conclusion, AI and digitalization are dual-edged sword. They promise economic growth, healthcare breakthrough, and inclusive governance at demand vigilant policy making to prevent exclusion. By focus on equity, education, and ethics, India can lead the global south in sustainable tech-driven development. As we navigate this digital revolution, let us ensure to citizen is left behind. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Now, the next participant is Professor Swapnali Prakash Jadhav.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Good
Let
afternoon.
me share my PPT. Is it visible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
So, good afternoon, everyone. This is Professor Swapnali Jadhav, Assistant Director, Dr. D.Y. Patil Center for Skill Development. The topic of my presentation research paper is Assessing Supply Chain Collaboration for Sustainability in Food Processing Industry, a Pilot Investigation. So basically, a pilot study was conducted to check various factors that can affect the sustainability in terms of supply chain. In my abstract, I have covered the points like this particular pilot study investigates the supply chain collaboration and sustainability practices in FMCG sector, specifically focusing in Pune district. It also explores the relationships between, the suppliers, the customer engagement, and the impacts on environment. Whatever supply chain we are, carrying out in FMCG sector, so how it is affecting the environment. So all those studies, and along with that, what are the governmental initiatives, how we as a customer can contribute for efficient supply chain. So all those factors has been assessed in this particular research paper. The study aims to provide preliminary insights into the alignments, as I discussed, across the supply chain practices. So the keywords for my research paper are food processing industry, FMCG, supply chain collaboration, the sustainability, social responsibility, environmental stewardship, ethical governance, and continuous improvement. So these are the keywords with which my paper can be found in the journal. Now, talking about introduction, as I said, this particular research paper focuses on the impact of supply chain, how efficiently every FMCG, how efficiently every company or organization who is working in food processing can improvise their supply chains. Because every industry, every organization can be successful if they have the efficient supply chains. Now, to explain for everyone's understanding what supply chain is nothing but arranging or coordination of all the activities, right from purchase of raw material till the finished goods reaches to the customer. So whatever activities are happening, right from purchasing of raw material, identifying the suppliers, vendors of the raw material, then the material comes into the production facility, gets the product manufactured, and then it is shipped to the customer. So all these activities are nothing but the supply chain. So effective supply chain is one of the factors that can actually contribute to the organizational sustainability, and that is what the complete research is focusing on. Now, what problems basically I am trying to address in this research paper is FMCG industry as a whole is critically facing the problem with supply chain collaboration and in turn the sustainability. Because if every partner or every driver of supply chain is equally coordinated with each other, it is definitely going to give the sustainability, it is going to give the better practices for the organization. The second problem I have tried to identify is challenges exist in ensuring the consistency of the quality and the safety across the supply chain. Just to give you a small example, if you say McDonald's, you will find everywhere same taste, same price, same quality, same quantity. How this is happening? Because they have established the sustainable supply chains, and that is what is the importance for us as a customer who is going to consume the product. That customer wants the product has to be of equal quality. The pricing should be reasonable, and this all the factors can be ensured with sufficient with efficient supply chains, and that is how we all can ensure the sustainability for the organization as well. Now, what methodology I have used for this particular research paper is I have conducted the survey and through that collected the data. So for that, I have identified around 8 to 9 companies who are into food processing, of course, within the Pune district. So survey was conducted, and the Google forms and the questionnaires were circulated to the respective FMCG employees who are working across the supply chain at various capacities. So few of them were the mid-level managers, few of them were the senior managers, so that everyone can pour in their perspective about the efficiency of the supply chain. So the data was collected, normality was tested, and when I found that data is normal, and then I actually tested the validity and reliability of the data. So moving ahead, what exactly the data analysis and results came like? So collected data was, subjected to the rigorous statistical analysis using SPSS. Descriptive statistics was also performed to summarize the complete data. Normality, as I said, was performed. Cronbach alpha was applied, and then once the data and the constructs were found, and then I proceed further for the further investigation. Reliability analysis, as I said, Cronbach alpha was performed, and it was the value range should be between 0 to 1. So for almost all the questions, I got the value of Cronbach alpha in the range of 0.7 to 0.9. So it was all accepted. Now, talking about the major findings after collection of data and analyzing the data, the major findings were like quality is a primary criteria for the supplier selection. So every FMCG should ensure that the quality of the supplier who is maybe supplying you the raw material, the FMCG or that particular company should ensure that the quality of every time the material which is getting supplied should be constant. That is one thing wherein you can actually check the quality of the supplier. The second was joint problem solving with the suppliers. Now, what the data suggested is sometimes the suppliers are solving or maybe trying to give the resolution at their own level. Neither FMCG nor the managers or the suppliers are collectively sitting across and discussing the problem. But the joint problem solving with supplier is another key finding which is important for establishing the sustainable supply chains. The third one is assistance provided to the suppliers for quality improvement, emphasis on human rights, support for right collaborative practices, operational practices is important. So these are the major findings. Along with that, inclusion of key suppliers in planning and goal setting stage is almost important, because that is how you are going to actually predict what kind of quality can be or what kind of quantity can be produced, because you already have the data, the kind of raw material you are going to get from the suppliers. So periodic evaluation is important, because that is something which will give you idea that what is going wrong, and if it is going wrong, you can suggest the corrective measures at that particular point of time. So these are basically the areas of improvements. Now talking about the overall trend is shown to be positive perception in the areas related to supplier relationships, environmental behavior, and operational practices. So if at all any organization is striving for sustainable supply chain, they should focus on supplier relationships, because supplier, if you have the cordial or stable relationships with your supplier, definitely you are going to provide the required material to your customers, so that there will be trust within the customers established for that organization, and that is how the organization is going to get sustainability factor inculcated in their overall ecosystem. Operational practices also need to be focused, also needs to be standardized, so that there will be sustainability established in the organization. Areas related to customer interaction is extremely important. Most of the organizations nowadays are using customer relationship management CRM software. So using technology in Pune region, basically I could not find the FMCGs who are working in blockchain IoT, but then these are also the technologies that can help us to create the transparency across the supply chain, that will help us to be more and more you can say data corrective, and that is how the organizations can gain the sustainability across various domains. Now, conclusion of the complete study focuses on the pilot study, which I conducted, has provided the valuable insights into supply chain collaboration, sustainability practices, and interrelationships between the FMCG industry. So that was the first, you can say, conclusion I should give. The study also confirms the importance of supplier relationship management, because as I said, the supplier is the one, if he or she gives you the complete idea about how they are going to manage the overall process of supplying the raw material, the quality, the quantity, the time periods, intervals, and the amount which you are going to settle, if at all everyone is in sync for all these factors, definitely it is going to provide the sustainability for the organization. Integration of sustainability practices is evident, and therefore there is always room for improvement in the areas like environmental and social responsibility. Now, this particular factor is sorry. This particular factor is focusing majorly on the customer aspect. We as a customer, just to give a small example, when I was collecting the data, the major findings were like, it was also pointing out towards the reverse logistics, the wrappers and the covers of the FMCG products. Just to give you example, maybe chips products, chips or biscuits or milk packets for that matter. Every day we are generating lot of polythene, lot of plastic material out of this FMCG consumption. So if at all we as a responsible consumer and organization as responsible producer come on a common platform and discuss how this particular issue can be resolved, wherein the plastic generation can be minimized and we can actually contribute for the environmental sustainability. That is also one of the issue which got pointed out, and that is also one thing which everyone can work upon. So these basically are the findings along with the supplier relationship management. Then also major focus, as I said, is on minimizing the waste which is getting generated throughout the processes. Use of information technology like blockchain, IoT, though it was not very significant, very prominent across the Pune district and small and medium scale industries of FMCG, but then utilization of such technology can be definitely helpful for the organization to be sustainable in longer duration. So yes, these were the findings and brief about my research work. If at all there are any questions, I'm open for it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. The next participant is Mr. Daima Harshal from Sanjeevani Institute of Management Studies.
Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, all right. Just give me a minute to share my screen. Can you give me the access to share my screen?
Yes, sir, you can share.
Actually, I think I am unable to share the screen. I'll do one thing. We'll forward my PPT to Mr. Mohit on WhatsApp. Is that okay, Mohit sir?
Yes, yes, sir.
Sir, you
Boy,
can
sir.
share your screen and just click on share button. Are you able to share see that share button on screen?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It is not visible. It is not visible to me.
Just a second, sir. I will make the host.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now it is visible, sir.
Chart reactions. No, still the option is not visible to me.
Post केलं की sir त्यांना.
Yes.
Sir को हाँ.
Sir, please share your PPT on WhatsApp.
Sir, तुम्हाला share करू का मी boy sir? तुम्ही करता तिकडून.
Yes, मी करतो, तुम्ही share करा.
Okay, okay.
I'm forwarding my PPT.
Okay, sir. Please send me, sir.
Yeah, I have forwarded my PPT to Mr. Mohit.
Okay, sir. Got it.
Okay, will you share it on my behalf?
Yes, once. Boy, sir. I have forwarded it.
Visible?
Yeah, it is visible. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. The topic for my research paper is financial assessment of Mudra loan beneficiaries of Dindori Taluka. First of all, let me tell you, Mudra scheme is a very great scheme which is launched by Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi. The scheme intends to provide microfinance to the people who actually need it. The paper is being prepared by Mr. Harshal Daima, by me and my PhD guide, Dr. Ravindra B. Gaudi sir. Request you to move toward next slide. Yeah, as far as the abstract of this research paper is concerned, the Mudra Micro Unit Development and Refinance Agency scheme aims to support micro enterprises. This study assesses the financial impact of Mudra loan beneficiaries in Dindori Taluka. Basically, the intention behind launching this Mudra scheme was to provide microfinance to the people who need it. And after getting that microfinance, those who have applied for the loan, they should reinvest it for the purpose of improving the financial standard of the family. So that is the purpose behind implementation of this scheme. So this paper is intended towards analyzing whether actually the financial position of the families who borrowed Mudra loan has improved or not. The study reveals that 65% people who availed the loan improved their income, 40% expanded their businesses, and 30% faced repayment challenges. The conclusion of my study is positive financial growth with a need for financial literacy programs. That is what the abstract of research paper is. Now, next is literature review. Many renowned researchers, economists have pointed out their opinion towards Mudra scheme. Mr. Singh has pointed that it has a positive impact on micro enterprises and noted repayment delays. Sharma and Patel noted in 2020 that rural borrowers lacked financial awareness. Yes, they do borrow the money, but during repayment or they don't have that much financial awareness. Mr. Verma find out that agricultural borrowers showed the most substantial growth. The gap which we identified was very limited data is available as far as Dindori Taluka beneficiaries are concerned. Next slide, please. When we reviewed the various research papers on the topic, we came to know that regional data deficiency is there. Very few studies focus specifically on Dindori Taluka. In general, at macro level, the study is being conducted as far as Mudra scheme is concerned, but at local level, the research is not up to the mark. And next gap that we found out was focus area, understanding the financial impact on rural entrepreneurs and farmers. Nobody is stressed on that. So this is the gap which we identified by reviewing the literature. As far as the objectives of research paper are concerned, the first objective is assess financial growth of Mudra loan beneficiaries. Second objective is analyze impact on employment generation and business expansion. Yes, more objective of the scheme itself was to generate the employment, provide self-employment opportunities. So the same objective we have taken for our research purpose. Third objective is to identify key challenges faced by borrowers in repayment. And last objective is recommended strategies for improving financial outcomes. With these objectives, we started the paper. Next slide, please. Research methodology, we use descriptive analytical research design for the paper. Sample size of 100 beneficiaries across agriculture, retail and service sector was taken from Dindori Taluka only. Data collection was data was collected through surveys, interviews, and secondary data was also used. Secondary data was collected from the banks who issued the Mudra loan to the beneficiaries. Tools for analysis were Excel and SPSS. Next slide, please. As we analyze the data, we came to know that income growth, before taking the Mudra loan and after taking the Mudra loan. Before taking the loan, average income of 100 families was 8,000 monthly income, and after availing the loan, surprisingly, the average income of all the 100 families rose to 12,500 per month. So this is a very great achievement as far as success of Mudra scheme is concerned. Repayment analysis. Out of 100 people, 70 people make a timely repayment of loan. However, there is a substantial number, 30% people struggles to repay the loan that they have availed. Next slide, please. From the data analysis only, we came to know that 65% families improved their income, 40% expanded their existing income, 25% families started new ventures, and 30% faced repayment difficulties. Agricultural sector showed the highest improvement. Next slide, please. On the basis of the findings and the data that we analyzed, we came to know that the Mudra scheme boosted financial stability in Dindori Taluka, especially in the agricultural segment. Certain recommendations that we want to give to the beneficiaries or for the beneficiaries would be conduct financial literacy workshops. Even though they get the access to the money, but still there are many challenges which are faced by the loan beneficiaries, especially they don't know how to manage that money, how to manage the cash flow, how much portion of that loan should be kept into fixed assets and how much portion would be rotated as in the form of working capital. Then flexible repayment schedule implementation should also be there, because as of now, in the rigid typical banking system, EMI date is there, and on that date we have to make the repayment. But however, in case of Mudra loan beneficiaries, the generation or inflow of the cash is not certain. Sometimes they get cash, and there is a point of time also when the beneficiaries face the cash crunch as well. So flexibility in payment schedule is very, very important. If we need to ensure 100% repayment, then provide ongoing mentorship to sustain businesses. Sorry. Sorry, these are the references which we use, and that's all. If any question is there. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now the next participant is Dr. Ashok Vishwanath Ghorpade, New Arts, Commerce and Science College, Parnes. Dr. Ghorpade, sir.
My voice is clear, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Voice is clear, sir.
No, sir, your voice is not clear.
Voice is clear, sir.
No, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Sir, your voice is not clear.
1 minute, sir. Voice is clear, sir. Voice is clear, sir.
Yes, sir. You turn off your fan.
Okay, sir. Voice is clear.
Yes, sir. Are you sure PPT, sir?
Start. I am starting this paper. Good afternoon, all of dignitaries. I am a research scholar, Srikant Sandipan Dargude, New Arts, Commerce and Science College, Ahmednagar. My topic's name's use of technology in banking sector. Voice is clear, sir?
Yes, sir. Clear. Go ahead.
Firstly, I read the introduction. This topic. If any countries wants to strengthen its economy, the first thing that is important is that the banking service system of that country is fast, efficient, and up to date. In India, the development and expansion of information technology in the 1990s was so rapid. The information technology was used in every sector of the country, and the traditional banking service sector in India changed its forms as per the recommendation of the Narsimha committees. Many positive changes took place in this sector after the entry of private and foreign banks into these sectors. Technology was used on a large scale in the banking sector to face increased competition and to provide satisfactory services to the customers. After the nationalization of banks, a lot of emphasis was placed on expanding the branches of banks. Customers used to have to stand in queues for hours for withdrawing money, paying money, taking out loans, keeping deposits, or withdrawing money, etc. Similarly, the Indian banking sector was suffocating in large ledgers, piles of files, bundles of documents, and clerically transactions. But after the report of M. Narasimha Rao, the committee proposed that the efficiency of Indian banks should be increased in order for Indian banks to survive in the global competition and to improve the profitability of Indian banks. The committee proposed that the banks should be completely computerized as soon as possible. As a result of this, we are seeing the use of technology in the banking sector invisible for today. Anytime banking, anywhere banking, banking services provided 24 hours a day, as well as banking services based on technology such as ATM, mobile banking, internet banking, core banking, telebanking, have now made it possible to do all the tasks like asset management, risk management easily and accurately with the help of new technology. Importance of the study these topics. The services provided by the banks in the traditional way were not only costly but also time consuming. The expenditure on the reach, expansion, and fixed asset of the banking service sector was not affordable for the banks. It was having an adverse effect on the profits of the banks. The use of technology in the banking sector in recent time has made it possible to provide maximum and fastest services in the shortest time. Similarly, it has now become possible for banks to complete transaction at the lowest cost, maintain accuracy in transaction, increase the efficiency of the bank, satisfy the customer at every level, identify the individual needs of the customers, and provide them with specific services. Banks are making great efforts to meet the financial and economic needs of the customers at one place at the same time. This includes many services like insurance service, home loans, financial advice, asset management, investment management to face the increasing competition in the banking sector, to attract new customers and to retain existing customers. Banks are providing many types of services like telebanking, remote banking, anytime banking, electronic banking to the customers. The use of technology in the banking sector has helped in bringing dynamism, consistency, and accuracy in financially and economic transaction. Also, security and confidently are being mentioned in financial transaction. The use of technology is saving the time and labor of the customers. It is also helping in establishing a sound banking system by increasing the efficiency and profit capacity of banking due to globalization. By adopting the necessary changes in technology at the same time, proper customers management was done. Though fast information processing and decision making capacity in globalization, the use of technology in the financial sector and banking sector is a very important of developing various sectors of the economy and achieving favorable condition for it, as well as for accelerating the exchange of production technology between different countries. Research objectives. First objective, to study technology in the banking sector. Second, to study the services provided by bank to customers. And third, to study the relationship between bank management and customers. Research hypothesis. The use of technology in the banking sector is saving time and labor. Second hypothesis, continuous services are provided to customers through technology in the banking sector. And third, The use of technology in the banking sector is increasing the efficiency of banks. Research methodology. The presented research is based on secondary materials, and the secondary source used are books, magazine, reference books, newspaper, periodicals, and official websites. This research paper, in conclusion, the economic development of any country depends on the economy of that country. Like other sectors, the banking sector plays an important role in strengthening the Indian economy because the banking system plays an important role in bringing together factors such as labor, natural resources, and entrepreneurship in the country for productive activities. Therefore, an advanced banking sector is considered a sign of economic development. Therefore, it was inevitable to use technology to provide accurate and fast services by reducing the cost of time-consuming traditional methods of banking management and to make the banking system efficient and up to date, recognizing the step of time to face the competition of the global banking business. The Indian banking sector started using technology on a large scale. Financial investment as well as advisory services are provided. Though internet banking for this bank makes full use of computers, various softwares, mobile applications, and information technology. Bank technology has made it possible for customers to do financial transactions such as withdrawing money, paying money, investing, taking out loans, paying loans, installments, etc. at home, which has saved time and cost. Banking services can be provided to many customers at the same time. The use of technology in the banking sector has made fast services available round the clock. For this, the provision of services such as ATMs, debit cards, credit cards, telebanking, mobile banking, etc. by banks has helped in increasing customers' satisfaction. Overall, information technology is the most important component of the banking sector, and the banking sector is the most important sector in the country of economy. Recommendation. First recommendation. Indian population is a vast as compared to population. This facility is limited, so this facility may increase in future. Second, to concentrate on cybercrime, the laws regarding cybercrime may introduce in future. In rural area where middle class pupils reside, required the skill to adopt this facility, so the training to them is required from bank side. And last, the fraud complaint from customer side is fastly taken into action from bank side. Provision required. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Please unmute,
Thank you, sir.
mute your mic.
Okay, thank you, sir. The next participant is Mrs. Rupali Samir Shinde, BMCC Pune. Mrs. Rupali Shinde.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. Just a minute.
Yeah, good afternoon. Okay.
So, good afternoon, all of you. Myself, Rupali Shinde. I am assistant professor in BMCC College. Today, I am going to talk about an overview of e-commerce and the emerging economy. The key point of my study is introduction, objective, scope, hypothesis,
Madam,
research.
please on your video.
Is it visible?
Yes, is visible, but your video is not visible. Please on your video.
My camera?
Yes, yes, your camera.
Sir, if I start my camera, then my mic will not operate.
Okay, then continue.
So hypothesis, research, methodology, finding, and the conclusions. So first of all, what is e-commerce? E-commerce is an electronic commerce where the common buying and purchase, buying and selling happens of goods and services. We can transfer, we can do money transaction, fund transaction, or purchase anything. Nowadays, all firms have adopted this new trend. So these are the elements of e-commerce, why people prefer to use online shopping rather than offline shopping. So because it is customer friendly, security, mobile friendly, host CTA, that is called call to actions, user friendly, and the product review means from the producer's point of view, they get all these, they provides all these facilities. So sometimes it becomes easier and the convenient for the customers to use this, or we can say many times we use this online platform. There are certain types of e-commerce: business to consumer, business to business, direct to consumer, consumer to consumer, consumer to business. These are the certain applications that we use for online shoppings. Online shoppings like Amazon, Flipkart is there. For marketplace, we use eBay, Etsy kind of applications are there. Social media, we use Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. So these are certain applications. E-commerce and e-commerce plays a very important role in the development of the country's growth and development. In 2020, e-commerce contributed 2.3% in GDP, and in 2021, they contributed 7.9%. The export, due to this e-commerce, the export of India has increased to 40%. Before COVID, this is the graph before COVID. We can see the graph that the business of e-commerce was at high level in 2017, but in 2020, due to COVID, that graph has fallen down, and again after 21, that started increasing, until 25 we have that key successfully increasing the e-commerce business. This is the retail e-commerce sales since 2015 to 2020. Why people prefer ki it is a consumer, in this research paper I have discussed that our consumer behavior, that how the consumer behavior spending pattern is what people actually prefer. Like this is the graph that people prefer to buy while doing online shopping. They prefer clothing, shoes, cosmetics, bags and cosmetics rather than books and stationery. So we can see that the percentage of luxury goods or the clothing, shoes, electronic goods and the bags, people prefer to buy these goods more. So it shows that the consumer behavior pattern is also changing nowadays, and that has been market shifted from mobile based shopping also, which is over 70% of e-commerce transactions, and we use a mobile app for these online transactions. Urban area is also a dominant area, while the rural area that provides plays a key is a key player in the digital marketplace. And the government initiatives also, due to the government initiatives like Digital India or the Startup India's, many micro, small and medium entrepreneurs got the opportunities, or we can say that those who have less approach towards the market, they also can tie up with these online sellers and sell their products on that platform. E-commerce in India has experienced a 20 to 30% over the last 5 years. My objective of this research paper is that e-commerce issues for consumers and enterprises in emerging economies. Research and access new economic e-commerce trends in why business can access them, why people want to adopt these latest e-commerce trend, and to make a strategy suggestions for overcoming the challenges and to improve the effectiveness of e-commerce. Scope of this study is it focuses on developing economy of India with comparison with other nations. In order to account for current rise spread of e-commerce research, I have taken the last 5 years data. The study will look important facets on e-commerce, including digital payment, how online shopping happens, why people prefer to use mobile, and the logistic and internet infrastructures also. I have taken secondary data which was gathered from the government reports, market analysis, and the financial data for e-commerce, and several case studies for leading this for research paper. My finding is internet penetrations and the e-commerce growth, mobile commerce adaptations, and the consumer trust and security with the concerns to digital payment in e-commerce. Hypothesis are the rapid growth of internet penetrations in India positively influence the expansion of e-commerce in both rural and the urban areas, and the consumer behavior in India is increasingly mobile driven, or we can say the e-commerce now is switching towards the m-commerce because of mobile banking, with the help of mobile use, so accounting for substantial share of e-commerce. And so in conclusion, that e-commerce give an encouragement to the industries like micro to large industries, from raw material to finished goods. It also provides employment opportunities all over the world, not only in India but all over the world. Specifically in developing countries, it develops the connections between the producers and the consumers all over the world, increase the communications, trading, and the medical, economic, educational, maybe more things throughout it. And due to continuous growth in IT sectors, booms, online trading, through the internet, online classes, interview, meeting, money transfer, everything is possible due to this e-commerce. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Now the next participant is Rupesh Vittal Thate, Dr. D.Y. Patil School of Management, Lohegaon, Pune. Mr. Rupesh Thate.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm going to share my screen. Just a moment. So just let me know when you are visible to my screen.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Okay. So I would like to thank you to give me this opportunity to present my paper. My name is Rupesh Sate, and I'm a research scholar from Dr. D.Y. Patil School of Management. And I'm submitting this research paper, under guidance of my guide, Dr. Shikala Prasad Bachao. My research topic name is a review on yoga, pathway to integration, Indian philosophy and spirituality. This is based off review literature paper, and according to our conference that I have submitted this in the Indian knowledge system theme paper. So if I talk about my introduction, over the thousand of years, Indian knowledge system, IKS, have developed into a rich, varied, and integrated system encompassed to a variety of fields, including anatomy, medicine, mathematics, and many of the courses. Yoga presented a profound understanding of human nature, the world of conciseness, and it's a strong It's strongly associated with these great philosophical tradition. The foundation of yoga is an idea of jnana, wisdom, which is Indian knowledge system. See the knowledge of experimental yoga, thus transcendent in the contrast to Western perspective that they frequently see it as celebrated or irrational. Through first-hand experience, yoga promotes the conversation of knowledge into a wisdom. This method is consistent with the ancient Indian writings, including the Bhagavad Gita and the Vedas and the Upanishads, which examine the knowledge as the way of higher state of consciousness. And I covered this article, including this Indian philosophy and yoga, spiritual and yoga, and the universal practice of yoga. So if I talk about my objectives, that's to examine the philosophical foundation of yoga, to recognize yoga contributions to spiritual development, to examine how yoga is incorporated with the contemporary wellness practices, to give an depth analysis of yoga as a holistic discipline. So the method of literature, what I have reviewed in that, a comprehensive literature search was conducted to the locate relevant studies on Indian knowledge system, Indian philosophy, and the spirituality. We research electronic database such as a Google Scholars, Scienfo, Web of Science, PubMed, various combination of the keywords which are searched by yoga, Indian philosophy, and the spirituality, self-realization, love, and peace. And related to topics were used. Also, read topic related to books. The search was limited, to the English language publication related to between 1997 to 2024. If I talk about the topic which I am gonna cover, there are a lot of pre-subjectives and objective types. So few of them, what we have, examined the philosophy of, Indian traditions of yoga. Compassion, which emphasizes kindness, empathy, and self-care of oneness and other, is the heart of yoga philosophy. Among the methods used by practitioner and the strengthen their senses of self-connection include asanas, pranayamas, and the meditation. A consciousness of their environment, they become a more sympathetic to the suffering of others as they gain self-awareness and understanding of their own sorrow, which motivates them to carry out act of kindness, survive, and the compassion in their day-to-day lives. These are the more topic which we are going to cover. Self-realization or the consciousness comprehensions of one's own thoughts, feelings, and behavior is a basic aspect of yoga practices. Mindfulness practices such as the meditation and introspection can help practitioner uncover unconsciousness tendencies and develop better understanding in their own inner workings. And the recognize of yoga contribution to the spiritual development, that comes under that topic. Yoga is described that transformative root of leads and spiritual anticipations, or a moksha, which is capacity of transcend and the confirms the material world in the ancient texts such as the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita. Yoga integrates a spiritual, mental, and the physical aspect. Those who are already talking world, going above and beyond. But somewhere we also have to focus on these knowledge system that consider our mental and the physical health. That's we are going to cover in this topic. So yoga and the Bhagavad Gita. When we talk about Indian knowledge system, there are major part of covered by the Bhagavad Gita, which is based on the yogi system, as well as that uses for mental healthness and the physical healthness in the Indian knowledge systems. The yoga is more and simply physical exercise, not that asanas. It's also about the gaining knowledge, jnana, which helps as a discordant who really are. Krishna leads Arjuna towards the inside the self-realization in the Bhagavad Gita by urging him to overcome his uncertainties and ignorance. Yoga is described in the Gita that way, reach out the greater knowledge that the moksha, that's called as a freedom and the transcend to the ego. So these are the topics which we have gonna cover, including the Bhagavad Gita and their philosophies, the Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, then the Bhakti Yoga, which is covered in this topic. Examine how the yoga incorporated in the in contemporary wellness and the practices, adopt yoga, then make a commitment to practice, uncover ancient wisdom, develop virtues, seek advice, be receptive, that cover in this. Give an in-depth analysis of the yoga and the holistic discipline. Yoga described as a transformative route that leads to spiritual exemplification and the moksha, which is capacity to transcend the confine the material world. In the ancient Indian texts such as the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita, yoga integrates spiritual, mental, and the physical aspects. So these are the literature which we have covered, what we can see in front of you. Integration of mind and body, then the physical health and the wellness. The findings what I have covered in the research article, that yoga as a multidimensional practice, then the yoga and Indian philosophy, diverse path of yoga spirituality, yoga as a global wellness practices. The challenges in integrating philosophy with the yoga practice. The study found that one of the main difficulties in the contemporary yoga practices in that the propensity to prioritize the physical aspect of the practical while frequently ignoring in the philosophical and the spiritual components. To fully incorporate yoga as a mean of spiritual development and the personal transformation, more research and instruction regarding in the ethical and the meditative components are required. Future direction of yoga for this research is the review recommends more studies on how yoga can be included into contemporary psychological and the medical procedure. Further research is required to determine the efficacy of yoga and conjunction of with the modern mental health therapies, especially when it comes to the treating disorders like depression, anxiety, and the trauma. Furthermore, there is a chance to close the knowledge gap between modern science and the old Indian wisdom. So the conclusion of this topic is in conclusion, the result highlighted how yoga provides the potent means that incorporating Indian philosophy and the spirituality into contemporary life when views in its comprehensive perspective. It encourages the people to live more intentionally and peacefully by offering holistic approach to the emotional, bodily, and the spiritual well-being. Even with a broad, popularity, deeper comprehension of yoga philosophical and spiritual foundation, it is still necessary to fully recognize its transformational potential. Several ancient Indian texts, including the Upanishads, Vedas, and the Yoga Sutras and Bhagavad Gitas, emphasize the importance of the yoga in incorporating spirituality into our daily life. These texts present yoga as a comprehensive discipline that attains the mental and spiritual and the physical characteristic of growth. Yoga is a path of self-realization, spiritual and the liberation of enlightenment. It offers to changing methods such as the self-examination, physical posture, breathing exercise, ethical living, and meditation that assist people in realizing their true self and the overcoming in limitations of the ego. Practitioners apply the concept of techniques described in the ancient texts to their everyday lives, cultivating a virtue like self-awareness, compassion, and the composure. This fosters inner serenity, spiritual growth, and the connection to the all-powerful source of consciousness. This is all about the conclusion. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. If anyone want to present their paper, the session is open for 5 minutes. Okay. Does anyone want to give a presentation?
Hello, excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
May I present my paper within 4 or 5 minutes?
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Please share your screen, sir.
Sir, it is not possible now because my name is not listed, so I have not prepared the presentation. But I can present orally, sir.
Sir, Roy, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, Botre sir.
If possible, give me the chance to present, read my paper within 4 to 5 minutes, sir.
Sir, Chaudhary only quickly. Sir, let's give them a chance. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay.
Chaudhary,
The title of the research paper is Economic Challenges and Opportunities in Organic Farming.
Sir, make your video on.
From Nasik district, Maharashtra.
Chaudhary, sir.
Yeah.
Please open your camera.
Sir, it's not possible now.
Okay, sir. Please share your thoughts within 5 minutes.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am following that.
Okay.
So for that, my research paper, there are the 4 research questions. First is that what are the primary economic challenges faced by the organic farming in Nasik district? Second research question is that what opportunities exist for organic farming in the region to improve their income and sustainability. Third is that how does the profitability of the organic farming compare to conventional farming in Nasik district? And the fourth last question for the research paper is that what role do government policies and market system play in supporting organic
organic farming practices and ensuring economic viability for farmers in the region. For this paper, there are the 4 research objectives. They are like as to assess the economic challenge faced by the organic farmers in Nasik district. Second, to explore the economic opportunities available in organic farmers in the region. Third, to analyze the profitability of the organic farming compared to conventional farming in Nasik. Four, to provide recommendation for improving the economic sustainability of organic farming in Nasik district. There are 2 hypotheses for this research paper. First hypothesis statement is the yield of the organic farming is lower than conventional farming. Second hypothesis statement is organic farming is more profitable than conventional farming. For this research paper, I have given 4 literature reviews. Research methodology. The study area focus in Nasik district, Maharashtra, a region known for its agricultural productivity, particularly in crops like grapes, pomegranates, and onion. Data collection, sample size. A total of 100 farmers practicing organic farming in Nasik district were selected randomly for this study. Data collection tool, a structured questionnaire were used to collect primary data. The questionnaire include the questions are cost of organic farming, yield and profitability, challenges faced, opportunities available, and demographic details of the farmers. For this data analysis, SPSS and Excel softwares are used. For the hypothesis testing and analysis, chi-square test and regression test is used. The scope of the study is that the study focuses on the economic sustainability of organic farming in Nasik district, Maharashtra, analyzing profitability, challenges, and farmers' perception. Result and discussion. Sir, for the demographic analysis, the age 18 to 30 is the 17%, age 31 to 45 years of the organic farmer is 41%, and 45 to 60 years, 31%, and above 60%, 60 years, 11%. Educational level, that secondary school is the highest, 45%. The farm size is the important, less than 2 hectare, 47% farmers are included, and 37% farmers have 2 to 5 hectare land is there. So, section is that economic challenges. Organic farmers face multiple economic challenges with high cost of organic certification. It is responded by 68% farmers. Being the most significant concern, limited market access is noted by 64% farmers. Lack of technical knowledge and training is noted by 52% farmers. Climate risks such as drought and pests and climate is 45%. Finding buyer for organic producer remain a major challenge, as 42% of respondents find it very difficult, while 29% report is somewhat difficulty. For the profitability, while 37% reported higher lower yield, 21% farmers found similar yield, and 30% reported higher yield in their organic farmer with the comparison of the regular farming. Despite this, 73% farmers believe organic farming is more profitable in the long term attributed to premier pricing and reduced input cost. 64% farmers confirm receiving a price premium for organic produce, though 21% only receive it occasionally and 50% says do not receive any premium. Government policies are will help and assist for organic farming, but it is somewhat not aware for the all farmers. The hypothesis, null hypothesis first, the yield of organic farming is not lower than conventional farming. It is tested and result is that chi-square test yielded chi-square is equal to 12.26 with p-value is 0.0022. That means the null hypothesis is rejected and alternative hypothesis is accepted. Second hypothesis also, I am stating the hypothesis, null hypothesis. Second, organic farming is not more profitable than conventional farming in the long term. The chi-square test is used for this analysis, and the result is that chi-square 77.3 exceed the critical value 0.99 and p-value is highly significant 0.001. We reject the null hypothesis. Thus, they indicate that statistically significant majority of farmers in Nasik district pursue organic farming as more profitable than the conventional farming in the only long term. Conclusion and recommendation. There are the few recommendations. Simplify and subsidize certified processing. Second, develop organic market hubs and export opportunities. Third, expand farmer training on organic techniques and climate resilience. Fourth, improve awareness and accessibility of government support scheme. This study confirmed that organic farming, despite its challenges, is a viable economic pathway for farmers in Nasik and beyond, balancing environmental sustainability with financial prosperity. Thank you, sir. It's my presentation. Due to the screen sharing, I am unable, but I can present this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Gawar
Does
sir,
anyone
finish,
who?
na?
Finish.
Okay, finish.
Okay.
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 Pratiksha ma'am,
Now,
please.
okay, sir. Now I'm going to hand over next session to Pratiksha ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Dr. Suvarna Kurkute Madam, it is an honor to have you as the chairperson for this session. I request you to please address all of us with your insights and thoughts.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon, one and all. Honorable Dr. Sarode sir, Principal of SSGM College, Coordinator of the conference, Dr. Arjun Bhagwat sir. Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Dr. Arjun Bhagwat sir, Dilip Bhoy sir, Gaware sir, and all the faculty of SSGM College and my dear participants. It's a great pleasure to be a part of this national conference. Since morning, I have joined this conference and I'm listening to the inaugural, the keynote address. It was a organized conference. I congratulate Honorable Principal Sir, Coordinator, and all the faculty for their sincere efforts towards this conference. I think this kind of conference should be organized because it's a kind of academic festival to listen to the scholars and galaxy of knowledge. The conference focuses its attention on recent trends in commerce, economics, and management. And so accordingly, you have got a good number of papers, out of which today 10 of them have presented their papers. And the recent trends includes your artificial intelligence, machine learning, sustainable development, logistic management, and many more. So let us, I congratulate all the participants for well presentation. and I'll just take a look. I'll take a review of whatever they have presented. So the first paper was presented by Mr. Naik, Prabhu Naik sir, whose topic was consumer behavior towards mobile banking. And he has come up with the findings like people find it risky for using mobile banking because of many reasons. Some of them are that some people are illiterate, they don't know how to handle the technology. Also, there are some network issues in the remote areas, remote villages, and people, they are internet, I mean, this mobile banking is only meant for well-to-do people only. This is what their assumption is all about. So that was the first paper that was also well presented. Then the second one was presented by Sunita Kumari madam, whose topic was about sustainable shopping. That was also a recent topic, and it was about eco-friendly products in India. So why people are going for eco-friendly products, the impact of eco-friendly products on the society, and the increasing awareness among the people. And her findings tell about the financial constraints. As these products are quite costly, people are not going for it, even though people are aware of it. Or, the heavy marketing is required for this. So that is being recommended by her. And then the third presentation was of Mr. Vinayak Kaushik sir, who is from Indore, a research scholar. It was about EV, that means electric vehicles in India. That was also a recent one. And he came up with the conclusion that the pollution has reduced because of EVs, using of electric vehicles in India. There's the carbon emission has been, it is being reduced, and the air quality has been improved. Then we have another fourth presenter was Dr. Pratima Kadam from Pimpri College. She focused her attention on AI. That is again a recent one, artificial intelligence in digitalization and social transformation. So she came up with that AI has, a lot of ability to create new jobs in upcoming years. It has enhanced our learning. That means the role of AI is so very significant in transforming the society that she mentioned in her paper. Then another fifth presenter was Mr. Swapnil Zadhav sir, who has focused his, Swapnali Zadhav madam, right? So she has studied on food processing industry, sustainability of that. That is again a recent one, who studied 5 companies, and she found that blockchain technology is missing, in whatever her study area was. And the importance of supply relationship she narrated about. Then the next sixth presenter was Mr. Harshal Daima sir, who has focused his attention on Mudra loan and the beneficiaries of Dindori Taluka, and he came up with good results that people have increased their income because of Mudra loan. The standard of living has been increased. Some people have expanded their business, and income has been increased. So he has come up with these kind of. So overall, you can say that Mudra loan has a good impact on the community. And the next presenter was seventh one was Dr. Ashok Ghorpade sir, who focused his attention on banking sector use of technology. Of course, we all know that our lives have drastically changed because of digitalization, and at a click of button we can do all the transactions now. You don't need to go to physically visit the bank and go through the queues, and long lengthy procedures are skipped now. So that he mentioned in his topic. Then the next presenter was Mrs. Rupali Shinde from BMCC College. She focused her attention on e-commerce, how rigorously e-commerce platform is being used by all of them. Many people are aware of it. And the pattern of consumer behavior has been changed over the period, if you take a look at it. Then the next presenter was Mr. Rupesh Thate, who has taken, it was again a new kind of a topic, which was included as per our NEP, that is IKS. So it was a review on yoga. So he told about how yoga and Bhagavad Gita is correlated, how nowadays, again, yoga is being practiced all over. People are aware of it, not only in India, but all over the world. So that he mentioned it. Then our last paper focused our attention on economic challenges and opportunities in organic farming in Nasik Zilla Taluka. So that was about opportunities in organic farming, assessing the economic challenges and opportunities. So overall, we can say, if you take a look at all the papers, that we have dealt with all the recent topics, and the conference has been a fruitful one. A few addition I would like to do relating to publication ethics. That means I just want to tell the authors about publication ethics. Every author must know about it. So, there are two sort of organizations, which are voluntary organizations, non-profit organizations. Namely, the first one is Committee of Publication Ethics, which is called a COP. Right, so this is, as I said, it's a voluntary organization and which has issued its guidelines regarding what are the publication ethics and points to be kept in mind by the authors whenever you're publishing your research work. Because publishing means what you're making your research open to the world, right? Let the people come to know that what your research you have done. So you have to take certain ethical ethics you have to keep into mind that they have focused their attention on. The first thing is about, I'll just take a overlook of few things which are mentioned in the guidelines. Data analysis. Every researcher collects the data, right? It analyzes it, interprets, and so it is expected that researcher should disclose the methods of data collection, how it is well analyzed, how it is interpreted. So you should be maintaining transparency whenever you're writing your research paper. Also, another point over here is redundant publication. This means that what do you mean by redundant publication? It is another thing which has to be kept into mind by the researcher, is that when two papers are similar, in case of hypothesis, in case of data, in case of methods of analysis, so you should avoid this, one paper, I mean the same paper is being published in many journals. You should avoid that, such kind of thing. One thing is allowed over here is that if you publish your paper in one journal in English language, then you can publish the same paper in another journal, but in another language. That is acceptable. But the condition over here is that you should fully disclose its original source at the time of submission. So, and the last part, which is being mentioned in the guidelines, actually, there are a number of issues addressed in the guidelines, but I'm just focusing on a few of them, is about plagiarism. Of course, you know that plagiarism means an unreferenced use of published and unpublished ideas of other researchers, right? So whenever you are using other researchers' work, you have to refer them. Right. So, and if large amount of data, if you're referring, then you are using it, then you need a written consent of that author. That you have to keep into mind. So, along with COPE, there's another organization called as WAME. Now, WAME, this acronym is WAME. That is World Association of Medical Editors. It is again a voluntary association of editors of medical journals who are also doing the same thing. What kind of same thing they are doing? They are also creating awareness among the researchers and the stakeholders about publication ethics and are organizing training programs for the same. So they are creating that awareness among the stakeholders that how publication ethics should be maintained, how they should be established, how every researcher should come across it. But WAME is only, focusing their attention only to the medical field, right? So COP is applicable to all of us. So with this, I mean, these things which you should keep into mind, we should rather keep into mind, all researchers, academicians, that whenever you're publishing your research, these ethics and the guidelines of these organizations also you should go through and you should be knowing all about it. Okay, so I congratulate once again all the presenters for dealing with all recent topics and the well presentation. Okay, so I thank you once again for giving me the opportunity to be the chairman of this session. And I expect same kind of, you will organize such kind of recent topics, you'll cover recent topics in your upcoming conferences as well. So thank you, organizing team. Thank you, honorable principal, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank
madam.
you. Thank you so much, Honorable Dr. Suvarna Kurkute Madam. Now I would like to invite Professor Chaitali Bagh Madam to express the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my honor to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee. We have just concluded an insight and thought-provoking session filled with presentation from our distinguished speaker. First and foremost, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to all the presenters for sharing their valuable research and knowledge with us. Your hard work, dedication, and thoughtfulness were evident in each paper and we are truly grateful for the depth of expertise you have contributed to this session. I would also like to thank our session chairperson for ensuring the smooth flow of discussion and for guiding us the session so effectively. Your time and effort have played an important role in making this session a successful one. A special thank you to all the attendees for joining us today and participating actively in the discussion. Your interest and engagement have made this session even more enriching and dynamic. Lastly, I would like to thank the organizing team for their tireless work behind the scene to make this e-conference possible. Your coordination and effort in putting this event are deeply appreciated. Thank you once again to everyone for making this session a memorable and productive one. We look forward to continuing our discussion and exploring more ideas in the upcoming session. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you so much, Professor Chaitali Bagh, madam. Now we are about to begin our valedictory function. It is with a great respect and administration that we welcome Honorable Principal Dr. Madhav Sarode Sahib. May I request you to introduce the program and share a few words with us.
Thank you, madam. Dr. Botre sir is here.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Hello, welcome. Good afternoon.
Welcome. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is with immense pleasure and gratitude that I stand before you today to welcome a last session, that is validating our chief guest, Honorable Dr. Pramod Botre, Principal Vasantdada Patil Pratishthan, GSM College, Kondwa, Pune. Also, he is a general body member of Swayam Shikshan Sanstha Satara to the validatory functions of this enlightening national conference on commerce, economics, and management. From morning, we have witnessed insightful discussions, thought-provoking sessions, and valuable knowledge sharing that have broadened our perspectives on the ever-evolving landscape of these disciplines. At the heart of commerce, economics, and management lies the pursuit of innovation, efficiency, and sustainable growth in an era where digital transformation, globalization, and data driven decision making are reshaping industries. Our discussions on topics such as financial technology, artificial intelligence in business, sustainable economics model, and strategic management practices have provided deep insights into the challenges and opportunities ahead. Today, as we gather for this validity session, we take a moment to reflect on the enriching experiences, collaborations, and learning that have taken place. We are honored to have among us distinguished esteemed speakers, respected faculty members, and enthusiastic participants who have contributed significantly to the success of this event. I especially note our gratitude to our partner advisor committee, organizing committee, whose dedication and hard work have made this event possible. Your efforts have ensured a seamless and productive experience for all. As we conclude this journey of knowledge exchange, let us carry forward the insights gained and apply them in our academic, professional, and entrepreneurship pursuits. Let this note be an end, but a new beginning toward greater achievements in commerce, economics, and management. With that, I extend my heartfelt welcome to today's our chief guest, Honorable Principal Dr. Pramod Botre, sir, as well all the participants as we proceed with our validatory functions. Thank you. Over to anchor.
Thank you so much, Sahib. I request to Professor Bangre Madam, please introduce today's guest of honor, Honorable Principal Dr. P.R. Bothre Sahib.
Thank you, madam. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, madam.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Bhangre Sonali from the Department of BBA. As we are near the end of this in Commerce, Economics and Management, it is now the time for the valedictory address. It is my great honor to introduce our distinguished speaker, Honorable Professor Dr. Pramod Bothre, sir. He is the principal at the Vasantdada Patil Pratishthan's Guruvarya Sadanand Maharaj Mahavidyalay, Kondwa, Pune. His qualification. He is MCOM in Advanced Accounting and Advanced Costing, GDC and A. He had done MBA in HR, PhD in Banking and Finance. His total teaching experience is 40 years at the UG level and the 14 years at the PG level. Regarding the research paper contribution, he worked as the research guide as a business administration at the SPPU at Pune for MPhil and PhD. About 10 scholars are PhD awarded under the guidance of the Professor Bothre sir. And the 3 scholars are registered for the PhD under the guidance of the Professor Bothre sir. He presented 13 papers at the national and international conferences. His 3 books are published with the national publisher. Professor Bothre sir was the BOS member in the Business Law Board of SPPU Pune. He was life member at the Rayat Shikshan Sanstha Satara. Also, the council member at the Rayat Shikshan Sanstha Satara. Professor Bothre sir is particularly known for their work on the commerce and the accountancy, which makes this presence here today even more valuable. Thank you, Professor Bothre sir, to join us to share your expertise in commerce and accountancy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Bangre Madam. I request you to Honorable Principal Dr. P.R. Bothre Sahib, Vasantdada Patil Pratishthan, GSM College, Kondwa, Pune. Please express the valedictory address and share your valuable insights.
Okay. Honorable dignitaries, respected faculty members, distinguished guests, esteemed researchers, and dear participants. Good afternoon, everyone. It is truly an honor for me to stand before you today as a resource person for the valedictory function for this prestigious SSGM National Conference, National E-Conference 2025 on recent trend in commerce, economics, and management. I would like to extend the gratitude to the organizers, particularly the Department of Commerce and Management, Department of Economics, and IQAC of SSGM College for organizing such a remarkable academic gathering. Over the past day, we have witnessed an incredible exchange of ideas, research findings, and innovative discussion on various topics such as e-commerce and digital marketing, financial markets and international trade, entrepreneurship and startup, recent trends in economics, banking, and industrial sectors, artificial intelligence in commerce and green marketing. The session uh, the session led by Indian scholars and industry experts have provided deep insights, new perspective, and practical knowledge, helping us bridge the gap between theory and real-world applications. Sir, I am now going to express my views on one particular topic, special challenges before the Indian economy. भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्थे पुढील आव्हाने या विषयावर एक 15 ते 20 मिनिटं थोडं डिस्कशन पण मुद्दे काही मांडणार आहे. आज वर्तमान कालखंडामध्ये भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था फार मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये डेव्हलप होत आहे. विशेषतः गेल्या 8 ते 10 वर्षामध्ये जागतिक अर्थव्यवस्थेमध्ये भारतीय जागतिक अर्थव्यवस्थेमध्ये भारताने फार मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये भरारी घेतलेली आहे. 5 ट्रिलियन डॉलरची इकॉनॉमी आपण अचीव करण्याचा आपला देशाचा मानस आहे आणि त्या दृष्टिकोनातून काही उल्लेखनीय अशा स्वरूपाचे पावलं टाकायला सुरुवात केली. आता भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये चांगल्या प्रकारे झेप घेत आहे वेगवेगळ्या सेक्टरमध्ये. ह्याचे इंडिकेटर आपल्याला लावले तरच आपल्याला कळू शकेल की कशा पद्धतीने भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था विकसित होत आहे किंवा विकासाच्या दृष्टीने झेप घेत आहे. त्यामुळे काही इंडिकेटर 4-5 इंडिकेटर नमुन्या दाखल काही विचार करणं त्याची आवश्यकता आहे. पहिला इंडिकेटर सांगता येऊ शकेल की महागाईचा दर सध्या काय पद्धतीचा आहे. फेब्रुवारी 2025 म्हणजे मागच्याच महिन्यामध्ये भारतीय किरकोळ महागाईचा दर आहे हा 3.61% पर्यंत घसरला. जनरली तो एवढ्या बऱ्याच कालखंडामध्ये 4% खाली हा आलेला दिसून येतोय. विशेषतः भाजीपाल्याच्या दरामध्ये झालेली घट किंवा अन्य काही ज्या कमोडिटी याच्या किमतीमध्ये झालेली घसरण त्यामुळे किरकोळ महागाईचा निर्देशांक हा गेल्या बऱ्याच कालखंडामध्ये 4% आतमध्ये घसरलेला आहे का आलेला आहे आणि एक दृष्टिकोनातून एक चांगल्या पद्धतीची आश्वासित बाब करणारी घटना आहे. दुसरा एक इंडिकेटर आपल्याला लावता येतो तो म्हणजे औद्योगिक क्षेत्रामध्ये उत्पादन कशा पद्धतीने वाढत चाललेलं आहे. जानेवारी 2025 मध्ये औद्योगिक उत्पादनाचा जो काय वार्षिक वाढीचा दर आहे हा प्रामुख्याने 5%च्या घरात आहे. मुळात अर्थतज्ञांनी देशाच्या अर्थतज्ञांनी मुख्यत्वे करून तो 3.5% गृहीत धरला होता, परंतु चांगल्या पद्धतीने विकास होऊन तो मुख्यत्वे करून 5%च्या पुढे हा वाढलेला आहे. त्यामुळे या दृष्टिकोनातून विचार करता औद्योगिक क्षेत्रात सुद्धा वेगळ्या बाजूने मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये उन्नती होत असल्याचं मुख्यत्वे करून दिसून येतं. तिसरा एक इंडिकेटर लावता येतो तो म्हणजे हाऊसहोल्ड स्पेंडिंगच्या संदर्भामध्ये मुख्यत्वे करून घरगुती खर्च, ज्या घरगुती खर्चाचं सामान्य माणसाच्या घरगुती खर्चाचं ज्या वेळेला आपण स्पेसिफिकेशन करतो त्याच्यामध्ये अन्यतर जो अन्न घटक हा जो आहे फूड, त्या अन्यतर वस्तूवरील खर्चापेक्षा इतर खर्चाचं प्रमाण ज्या देशामध्ये मोठ्या प्रमाणात असतं तो समाज हा विकसित अवस्थेला आहे असं मानलं जातं. आणि त्याचाच परिणाम तो जर घटक आपण जर लावला तर मुख्यत्वे करून वाहने, वस्त्रप्रावणे, मनोरंजन म्हणजे ही जी काही हे जे घटक आहे याच्यावरचा म्हणजे अन्यतर वस्तूंवरचा अन्न फूड याच्यावरच्या खर्चापेक्षा या बाकीच्या खर्चाचे ज्या वेळेला वाढ मोठ्या प्रमाणात होते तो समाज हा उन्नत अवस्थेला असं मानलं जातं. आणि त्याचाच परिणाम म्हणून आपल्याला असं दिसेल की 2012-13च्या कालखंडामध्ये ग्रामीण भागामध्ये मुख्यत्वे करून त्या भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्थेमध्ये मुख्यत्वे करून तो 47% खर्च होता. अन्यतर वस्तूंच्या व्यतिरिक्त इतर वस्तूंवरचा तो आता 53% पर्यंत वाढलेला आहे. शहरी भागामध्ये तो 57% वरून 60% गेलेला आहे. याचाच अर्थ असा आपल्याला सांगता येईल की लोकांचा बेसिक जीवनावरचा म्हणजे फूडवरचा अन्नधान्यावरचा खर्च व्यतिरिक्त इतर खर्चामध्ये मोठ्या प्रमाणात वाढ होते. हा एक पद्धतीने अर्थव्यवस्था विकसित होत असल्याचा एक इंडिकेटर म्हणून त्याचा विचार करता येतो. चौथा एक इंडिकेटर लावता येतो तो म्हणजे इंटरनॅशनल बिझनेस ऍक्टिव्हिटी कशा पद्धतीच्या आहे. प्रामुख्याने आपल्याला असं दिसेल की आंतरराष्ट्रीय गतिविधी कशा स्वरूपाच्या आहेत. वर्तमान कालखंडामध्ये भारताचा युनायटेड किंगडम बरोबरचा जो काही व्यापार आहे त्याच्यामध्ये लक्षणीय स्वरूपाची वाढ झालेली आहे. मुख्यत्वे करून या गेल्या 9 महिन्याच्या 8-10 महिन्याच्या कालखंडामध्ये 121% त्यात वाढ झालेली आहे. युरोपियन युनियन बरोबरचे जो काही 27 देशांचा युरोपियन युनियन आहे त्यांच्या बरोबरच्या व्यापारामध्ये देखील आपली 11% वाढ झालेली. आणि त्याचबरोबर पुढे आपल्याला असं सांगता येईल की रशिया आणि युक्रेनचं जरी युद्ध चालू असलं तरी देखील रशिया बरोबरचा आपला व्यापार चांगल्या पद्धतीने चालू आहे. जरी आपण इनडायरेक्टली युक्रेन बरोबरच संबंध टिकून जरी असलो तरी देखील सायमल्टेनियसली रशिया बरोबरचा आपला व्यापार हा चांगल्या पद्धतीचा आहे, किंबहुना तो वृद्धिंगत होत आहे. आणि सायमल्टेनियसली अमेरिकेबरोबर सुद्धा आपला व्यापार चांगल्या पद्धतीचा आहे. अमेरिका आणि चीनच्या संदर्भामध्ये जरी व्यापाराच्या दृष्टीने त्यांचे जरी तणावयुक्त संबंध असले तरी देखील भारताचा या संदर्भातली जी काही इंटरनॅशनल जी काही बिझनेस ऍक्टिव्हिटी ही मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये वाढताना आपल्याला दिसून येईल. त्यामुळे ही देखील एक आश्वस्त करणारी बाब आहे. एक 5वा इंडिकेटर लावता येतो, तो म्हणजे ज्याला आपण इकॉनॉमिक ग्रोथ प्रोजेक्शन कशा पद्धतीचे, आर्थिक वाढीचा अंदाज कशा पद्धतीचा. मुख्यत्वे करून आपल्याला असं सांगतात की 2024-25 मध्ये जागतिक अनिश्चिततेच्या या वातावरणामध्ये देखील भारताचा जो काही जीडीपी हा 6.4% आता 24-25च्या कालखंडात आहे. मागच्या वर्षी तो अधिक होता, पण साधारणपणे गेल्या अनेक वर्षाचे म्हणजे 8-9 वर्षाचा जो काही कालखंडाचा आपण विचार करतो त्याचा विचार करता, त्याचा कंपॅरिझन करता ही वाढ स्थिर स्वरूपाची किंवा कमी अधिक थोड्या प्रमाणामध्ये जर अपडाऊन होत असलं तरी निश्चितच ही त्याच्यामध्ये एक पद्धतीची स्टॅबिलिटी. त्यामुळे हा देखील भाग असं कधी होत नाही की एकदम आर्थिक वाढीचे अंदाज एकदम जे एक्सपेक्ट केलेले त्याच्यापेक्षा फार मोठ्या प्रमाणात घसरले असा गेल्या 10 वर्षाचा अनुभव नाहीये. त्यामुळे हा देखील एक इंडिकेटर भारताच्या विकासाच्या दृष्टीने आपल्याला तो सांगता येऊ शकतो. 6वा एक इंडिकेटर लावता येतो तो म्हणजे रोजगाराच्या संदर्भामध्ये काम करणारा जो वर्ग आहे, जो विशेषतः 15 ते 17-18 वर्षांनंतरचा जो काही काम करणारा वर्ग आहे, त्याचा जो वयोगटातला जो वर्ग काम करू इच्छितो, अशा बेरोजगारीचा जो त्या संदर्भातला जो दर होता 2017-18 मध्ये तो 6% होता. 24-25 मध्ये तो बेरोजगारीचा दर हा मुख्यत्वे घसरला आणि 3.2% आला. याचा अर्थ कामगारांच्या बाजारपेठेमध्ये सकारात्मक बदल झाल्याचं हे स्पष्ट स्वरूपाचे इंडिकेटर आपल्याला सांगता येऊ शकेल. ज्याला आपण प्रॉव्हिडंट फंड म्हणतो, ज्याला आपण भविष्य निर्वाह निधी संघटना आहे, EPFO ज्याला म्हणतो, त्याची सदस्य संख्या वाढलेली आहे. 2000 कोविडच्या अगोदर ती 61 लाख होती आणि आता ती 23-24च्या कालखंडामध्ये ती 131 लाख इतकी झालेली. याचा अर्थ प्रॉव्हिडंट फंडामध्ये भाग घेणाऱ्या कामगारांचं संख्या वाढताना आपल्याला दिसून येते. महिलांच्या बाबत देखील महिला कामगारांचा देखील सहभाग मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये वाढलेला आहे. विशेषतः 23.3% 41.7% महिला कामगारांची संख्या वाढलेली आपल्याला दिसून येते. याचा अर्थ महिला कामगार देखील मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये रोजगारीच्या क्षेत्रामध्ये आलेल्या दिसतील. एक साधारणपणे सेक्टरल कॉम्पोजिशन ऑफ जीडीपीचा ज्यावेळेला आपण विचार करतो, म्हणजे जीडीपी मध्ये वेगवेगळे घटक कसे, सर्व्हिस सेक्टर, इंडस्ट्री सेक्टर आणि ऍग्रिकल्चर सेक्टर. तर सर्व्हिस सेक्टरचा जीडीपी मधला जो काही हिस्सा आहे हा वर्तमान कालखंडामध्ये 54.7%, इंडस्ट्रीचा हिस्सा 27.6% आहे आणि ऍग्रिकल्चर सेक्टरचा 17.7% आहे. म्हणजे शेती क्षेत्राचा जीडीपी मधला हिस्सा कमी होऊन मूलभूत बाब ज्याला म्हणतो तो वाढून सर्व्हिस सेक्टर आणि इंडस्ट्री सेक्टरकडे तो रोल होतोय. त्या मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये तो या तो सर्व्हिस सेक्टर आणि इंडस्ट्रीचा हिस्सा त्यातला वाढतोय. ही देखील त्या अर्थाने समाधानाची बाब आहे. अर्थात ऍग्रिकल्चर सेक्टरचा जीडीपीतला हिस्सा कमी आहे ही गोष्ट नाकारता येणार नाही, तो एक वेगळा चर्चेचा मुद्दा होऊ शकतो. परंतु एक पॅरामीटर अर्थव्यवस्था विकसित होण्याच्या दृष्टिकोनातून त्याचा ज्यावेळेला आपण विचार करतो त्यावेळेला हा देखील इंडिकेटर समाधानकारक आहे असा आपल्याला त्याचा उल्लेख हा प्रामुख्याने करता येऊ शकतो. मुख्यत्वे करून ह्या सगळ्याचा विचार करता दीर्घकालीन जे काही अर्थव्यवस्थेने जी काही प्रगती केलेली आहे, दीर्घकालीन विकास दर जर हा टिकवून ठेवायचा असेल, ही प्राप्त परिस्थिती अशाच पद्धतीने दीर्घ काळामध्ये जर चालू ठेवायची असेल तर अर्थव्यवस्थेसमोर वर्तमान कालखंडामध्ये काही समस्या आहेत किंवा जे काही प्रमाणातले आव्हाने, त्या आव्हानांना देखील पर्टिक्युलरली आणि प्रॉपरली सामोरं जाणं गरजेचं आहे. तर त्याला प्रॉपरली चांगल्या पद्धतीने तोंड देणं गरजेचं आहे, त्याच्यावरच्या काही रेमेडीज देखील शोधणं गरजेचं आहे. तरच मुख्यत्वे करून दीर्घकालीन स्वरूपाचा विकासाचा दर टिकून राहू शकेल. मग आता ह्या सगळ्याचा विचार करता भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्थेच्या समोर कोणत्या स्वरूपाची आव्हानं की जे आव्हानं ओव्हरकम करणं पण तितकेच गरजेचं आहे. तर ती आव्हानं मुख्यत्वे करून आपल्याला एक 5-7 स्वरूपात मी त्या मुद्द्यांचा काही परामर्श देतो. पहिला मुद्दा आपल्याला सांगता येईल तो म्हणजे वर्तमान कालखंडामध्ये भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्थेसमोर महागाई आणि किमतीच्या संदर्भातला एक पद्धतीची अस्थिरता आहे, ज्याला इन्फ्लेशन अँड प्राइस व्हॉलेटिलिटी हा जो मुद्दा ज्याला आपण सांगता येऊ शकेल. मुख्यत्वे करून आपल्याला सांगता येईल की महागाईचा जो दर आहे हा 2000 आता मागच्या महिन्यामध्ये मी मगाशी सांगितलं की फेब्रुवारी 25 मध्ये महागाईचा दर हा प्रथमच 4% आत आलेला आहे, कमी झालेला आहे, 3.61% झालेला आहे. मुख्यत्वे करून आपल्याला सांगता येईल की जीवनावश्यक वस्तूंच्या किमती हा एवढं जरी असलं तरी जीवनावश्यक वस्तूंच्या किमतीच्या अस्थिरता हा एक चिंतेचा विषय हा मुख्यत्वे करून झालेला आहे. प्रामुख्याने आपल्याला सांगता येईल की अनियमित स्वरूपाचा पावसाळा, पुरवठा साखळीतील काही अडथळे याच्यामुळे अन्नधान्यांच्या किमती बऱ्याच वेळेला फ्लक्च्युएट होतात. याचा विपरीत परिणाम मुख्यत्वे करून सामान्य जनतेचा किंवा सामान्य जो ग्राहक असतो, गृहस्थ ज्याला सामान्य स्वरूपाच्या ज्या फॅमिलीज असतात यांच्या घरगुती बजेटवर त्याचा विपरीत परिणाम हा प्रामुख्याने होत असतो. बऱ्याच वेळेला आपल्याला त्याचे उदाहरण सांगता येईल की टॅमॅटो आणि कांद्याच्या किमती बऱ्याच वेळेला मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये फ्लक्च्युएट होतात, कोथिंबिरीच्या किमती मोठ्या प्रमाणात फ्लक्च्युएट होतात. बऱ्याच वेळेला याचा विचार करताना आपल्याला असं दिसेल की शेतकऱ्याला योग्य पद्धतीचा बाजारभाव मिळाला पाहिजे ही तितकीच गोष्ट आहे, परंतु सामान्य ग्राहकांना देखील त्या वस्तू एक व्यवस्थित साधारण किमतीमध्ये मिळणं ही एक महत्वाची बाब आपल्याला त्या अनुषंगाने स्पष्ट करता येऊ शकेल. त्या किमती फ्लक्च्युएट होणे या दृष्टिकोनातून पावलं उचलणं गरजेचं आहे. विशेषतः त्याच्यासाठी सरकारच्या जे काही धोरणात्मक सरकारने यासाठी मुख्यत्वे करून गोडाऊन सिस्टीम, वितरण साखळीतली प्रॉपर स्वरूपाची वितरण साखळी ही निर्माण करणं गरजेचं आहे. आणि आयात निर्यातीच्या संदर्भामध्ये मुख्यत्वे करून विविधीकरण ज्याला म्हणता येईल ते प्रामुख्याने आणणं त्यासाठी आवश्यक आहे. दुसरी एक आव्हानात्मक बाब आपल्याला सांगता येईल अर्थव्यवस्थेसमोरची, ते म्हणजे इंडस्ट्रियल आणि मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग ग्रोथच्या संदर्भात काही कन्स्ट्रेंट्स आहेत, ज्याला आपण औद्योगिक आणि उत्पादन क्षेत्राच्या वाढीवरील ज्याला बंधनं म्हणतो, ती बंधनं ही मुख्यत्वे करून त्याचा विचार करणं गरजेचं आहे. जानेवारी 2025 मध्ये औद्योगिक उत्पादन वाढीचा जो दर आहे हा 5% वाढला, पण दीर्घकालीन स्थिरता त्यामध्ये ठेवणं गरजेचं आहे. औद्योगिक उत्पादन वाढतंय ही बाब ह्याच्यासाठी 2-3 प्रोग्राम जे सरकारने हाती घेतले, ज्याला मेक इन इंडिया, आत्मनिर्भर भारत, स्टार्टअप इंडिया, हे चांगल्या स्वरूपाच्या काही स्टेप ह्या प्रामुख्याने सरकारने सुरू केलेले आहेत. परंतु तरी देखील जो उच्च उत्पादन खर्च आहे प्रशासन याच्या बाबत उच्च उत्पादन खर्च असणाऱ्या काही वस्तू आहेत त्या मात्र आपल्याला भारत सरकारला भारताला अजूनही मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये आयात करावे लागतात. उदाहरणार्थ आपल्याला सांगता येईल की भारत हा प्रामुख्याने इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स उत्पादनाच्या बाबत मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये विकास करत आहे, परंतु त्याच्या या इलेक्ट्रॉनिक प्रॉडक्ट मध्ये ज्या चिप बसवावे लागतात त्या मुख्यत्वे करून आजही 60% प्रामुख्याने आयात करावे लागतात, त्याला आपण सेमी कंडक्टर प्रॉडक्ट म्हणतो, त्या मुख्यत्वे करून मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये आयात करावे लागतात. त्यामुळे सरकारने अशा पद्धतीच्या सेमी कंडक्टर उद्योग सुरू करण्याच्या दृष्टिकोनातून प्रभावी स्वरूपाची अंमलबजावणी करणं गरजेचं आहे. हा एक उदाहरण सांगितलं. त्यामुळे मुख्यत्वे करून जी औद्योगिक उत्पादने ज्याच्यासाठी मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये परदेशावर निर्भर राहावं लागतं, ती निर्भरता कशी कमी करता येऊ शकेल याचा विचार हा प्रामुख्याने या अनुषंगाने करणं गरजेचं आहे. पर्यायानं उत्पादन खर्च कमी करण्यासाठी विशेषतः लॉजिस्टिक सिस्टीम ही सुधारवणं गरजेचं आहे. प्रगत उत्पादन क्षेत्रासाठी कुशल मनुष्यबळाची आवश्यकता, त्याचा एक मोठ्या प्रमाणात तुटवडा हा जाणवत असतो, तो भरून काढणं गरजेचं आहे. आपल्या इकडे मोठ्या प्रमाणात बेरोजगारी जरी दिसत असली तरी देखील त्या रोजगारात वाढतोय, नाही अशातला भाग नाही, पण कुशल मनुष्यबळाचा तुटवडा हा एक चिंतेचा विषय मुख्यत्वे करू नये. मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये आज वर्तमान कालखंडामध्ये ऑटोमेशन होते, यांत्रिकीकरण होते, या यांत्रिकीकरणाचा देखील नोकऱ्यांवर विपरीत परिणाम होण्याची शक्यता आहे. याचा देखील औद्योगिक उत्पादकतेवर त्याचा को रिलेशन जोडणं गरजेचं आहे. पुढचं नाही जगताप सरांना म्हणायचं आवाज कमी करा. पुढचा एक आव्हानात्मक सांगता येतो मुद्दा म्हणजे एम्प्लॉयमेंट अँड लेबर मार्केटच्या इश्यूच्या संदर्भामध्ये रोजगार आणि श्रम बाजारातल्या काही समस्या आहेत. मुख्यत्वे करून आपल्याला सांगता येईल की बेरोजगारीचा दर हा प्रामुख्याने 3.2% घसरलेला आहे. मी माझा एक मुद्दा एक्सप्लेन केलाय. की रोजगारीच्या बाबत महिलांमधील रोजगारी वाढलेली आहे. रोजगारीच्या बाकी क्षेत्रात देखील चांगल्या पद्धतीचा वाढ झालेली आहे. परंतु तरी देखील अपूर्ण रोजगार, ज्याला आपण अंडर एम्प्लॉयमेंट, अर्ध रोजगार आणि नोकरीतील गुणवत्ता हे इश्यू अतिशय महत्वाचे आहे. त्याच्या संदर्भामध्ये मुख्यत्वे करून पावलं उचलणं गरजेचं आहे. अनेक नोकऱ्या ह्या प्रामुख्याने असंघटित क्षेत्रातल्या आहेत. आज वर्तमान कालखंडामध्ये गिग लेबर हा एक मोठ्या प्रमाणात फ्लरिश होणारा मुद्दा आहे. गिग लेबर, ज्याला आपण स्विगी, नंतर झोमॅटो, ओला, उबेर या क्षेत्रामध्ये ही इकॉनॉमी गिग इकॉनॉमी हा मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये डेव्हलप होते. परंतु त्याच्यामध्ये काम करणारा जो कामगार वर्ग आहे यांच्या बाबत मात्र त्यांच्या नोकरीची एक पद्धतीची स्थिरतेची गॅरंटी नाहीये, त्यांना आरोग्य सुविधा नाहीये, त्याचबरोबर निश्चित स्वरूपाचं वेतन त्यांना प्रामुख्याने मिळू शकत नाहीये. त्यामुळे गिग वर्कर्ससाठी संरक्षणात्मक श्रम कायद्यांचा अभाव ही आज वर्तमान काळातली एक अर्थव्यवस्थेपुढची एक गंभीर समस्या आहे. त्यामुळे या दृष्टिकोनातून कामगार कायद्यामध्ये आणि उद्योगांच्या लवचिकतेमध्ये समतोल घडवून आणण्याच्या दृष्टिकोनातून अनेक कामगार कायदे हे तयार करणं गरजेचं आहे. किंबहुना आज कामगार कायद्यांचा आपण वर्तमान काळात ज्या वेळेला विचार करतो त्यावेळेला अर्थव्यवस्था ही मुख्यत्वे करून भांडवलशाहीकडे झुकणारी असं आपल्याला प्रामुख्याने जाणवतं. कामगारांच्या दृष्टिकोनातून एक पद्धतीची विशेषतः ज्याला आपण असंघटित कामगार आहे त्या असंघटित कामगारांच्या दृष्टिकोनातून जी एक न्यायाची भूमिका स्वीकारणं गरजेचं आहे, त्याच्या बाबत मात्र मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये आपण कमी पडतोय. पर्यायानं या गिग लेबरच्या संदर्भामध्ये किंवा असंघटित कामगार जे कोणी असतील यांच्या बाबत प्रॉपर कायदे करणं गरजेचं आहे. शिक्षण आणि उद्योगांच्या गरजांमधली कौशल्याची दरी भरून काढण्याची गरज आहे. मोठ्या प्रमाणात बऱ्याच वेळेला रोजगारासाठी हा जो काही शहराकडे रोजंदारीकडे युवकांची येण्याची जी काही प्रवृत्ती आहे ती मुख्यत्वे करून कमी करणं आणि ग्रामीण भागामध्ये त्या ठिकाणच्या असणाऱ्या नैसर्गिक संसाधनांचा उपयोग करून त्याच ठिकाणी मुख्यत्वे करून रोजगाराची निर्मिती कशी करता येऊ शकेल याच्या दृष्टीने पावलं टाकणं गरजेचं आहे. पुढचं एक आव्हान चौथं सांगता येऊ शकेल ते म्हणजे स्टॉक मार्केटच्या संदर्भामध्ये किंवा एक फिनान्शियल रिस्क जो आहे शेअर मार्केटच्या संदर्भातली जी एक पद्धतीची अस्थिरता आहे आणि आर्थिक स्वरूपाची जी जोखीम आहे त्याच्या बाबत देखील विचार करणं गरजेचं आहे. आपल्याला साधारणपणे सांगता येईल की लोकसभेच्या निवडणुकीपासून तर आजपर्यंत म्हणजे गेल्या 5-7 महिन्याच्या एप्रिल मे महिन्यापासून मुख्यत्वे करून आजपर्यंत शेअर मार्केट मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये फ्लक्च्युएट होताना दिसून येईल. लोकसभेच्या निवडणुकीच्या वेळेला विशेष करून बीजेपीला 400 पेक्षा जास्त सीट येतील असं गृहीत धरून प्रचंड प्रमाणामध्ये त्याच्या चॅनलवरच्या बातम्यांचा इम्पॅक्ट लोकांवर झाला आणि त्याच्यामुळे शेअर बाजारामध्ये मोठ्या प्रमाणात गुंतवणूक सामान्य गुंतवणूकदारांनी केली. प्रत्यक्षात मात्र परिस्थिती वेगळी घडली आणि शेअर मार्केट मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये कोसळला. लाखो कोटी रुपयाचं नुकसान मुख्यत्वे करून सामान्य गुंतवणूकदाराचं झालं. विशेषतः मागच्या 2-3 आठवड्यापूर्वी ज्याला दोन वेळेला ब्लॅक फ्रायडे झाला आणि त्याचा परिणाम मुख्यत्वे करून 2-3 वेळेला 1,500 हजाराने सेन्सेक्स हा डाऊन झाला आणि मागच्या जवळजवळ मला वाटतं की 2-3 आठवड्यापूर्वी 8 लाख कोटी रुपयांचं सामान्य गुंतवणूकदाराचं नुकसान हे प्रामुख्याने झालेलं दिसून येईल. सेन्सेक्स 1 लाखावरून आता मागच्या 4-5 लोकसभेच्या निवडणुकीनंतर आज वर्तमान कालखंडामध्ये तो 75 हजाराच्या घरामध्ये असलेला दिसून येईल. निफ्टी पण बऱ्याच मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये डाऊन झालेला दिसेल. त्या सगळ्या गोष्टी तसं शेअर मार्केट ज्या वेळेला अस्थिर स्वरूपाचं असतं त्याचा विपरीत परिणाम हा मुख्यत्वे करून सामान्य गुंतवणूकदारांच्या गुंतवणुकीच्या धोरणावर झालेला दिसेल. अनेकांनी बचतीच्या स्वरूपामध्ये साठवलेली जी गुंतवणूक ही वाया जाते आणि उद्योग क्षेत्राला विशेषतः इंडस्ट्रीला जे भांडवल मुख्यत्वे करून कॅपिटल मार्केटच्या संदर्भामध्ये लॉंग टर्म स्वरूपामध्ये मिळणं अपेक्षित आहे ते दुर्दैवाने उपलब्ध होत नाही आणि मग शेअर मार्केटमध्ये किंवा डिबेंचर मार्केटमध्ये मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये भांडवलाची स्केअरसिटी ही जाणवते. देशाच्या प्रगतीच्या दृष्टिकोनातून ही गोष्ट निश्चितच अयोग्य स्वरूपाचे. हिंडेनबर्गचा अहवाल ज्या वेळेला मागच्या 2023च्या कालखंडामध्ये त्यावेळेला अदानीचे शेअर्स मोठ्या शेअरमध्ये मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये घसरण झाली, त्यावेळेला देखील मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये सामान्य गुंतवणूकदाराचं नुकसान झालेलं दिसून येईल. याच्यासाठी मुख्यत्वे करून कॅपिटल मार्केट जर मजबूत करायचं असेल तर नियम आणि नियंत्रणाच्या यंत्रणा ह्या चांगल्या दर्जाच्या निर्माण करणं गरजेचं आहे. विशेषतः सेबीने या संदर्भामध्ये कडक स्वरूपाची नियंत्रणात्मक भूमिका बजावणं आवश्यक आहे. शेअर त्याचबरोबर कॉर्पोरेट गव्हर्नन्स, जरा शेअर मूल्यांची जी काही कृत्रिम उलाढाल आहे, आर्टिफिशियल जी काही उलाढाल होते शेअर्सच्या संदर्भामध्ये, ती टाळण्यासाठी कॉर्पोरेट गव्हर्नन्स सुधारण्याची गरज आहे. त्याचबरोबर किरकोळ गुंतवणूकदारांचं बाजारातील मोठ्या घसरणीपासून संरक्षण करण्यासाठी काही वेगळ्या स्वरूपाच्या स्पेसिफिक यंत्रणा आणि उपाययोजना करण्याची आवश्यक आहे. त्यामुळे शेअर बाजार मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये फ्लक्च्युएट होणार नाही याची दखल करून घेण्याची आवश्यकता, हा एक पद्धतीचा देशाच्या इंडस्ट्रीच्या दृष्टिकोनातून आपल्याला सांगता येऊ शकेल. पुढचा एक मुद्दा आपल्याला सांगता येऊ शकतो, ज्याला आपण आव्हान म्हणता येऊ शकेल, ते म्हणजे चॅलेंजेस इन हाऊसहोल्ड कन्झम्पशन अँड रुरल इकॉनॉमी, ज्याला आपण ग्रामीण अर्थव्यवस्थेच्या आणि विशेषतः शेती क्षेत्राच्या संदर्भातली जी काही आव्हानं आहेत त्याचा विचार करणं फार गरजेचं आहे. मुख्यत्वे करून देशाची मोठी पॉप्युलेशन आजही ग्रामीण भागामध्ये राहते आणि ग्रामीण भागामध्ये राहणाऱ्या 45% लोकांचा शेतीवर मुख्यत्वे करून त्यांचा अवलंबितोय. पर्यायीनं शेतीच्या बाबतचे ज्या काही गेल्या 30-40 वर्षामध्ये ज्या काही ज्या शेती क्षेत्राच्या बाबतच्या काही घडामोडी होत आहेत, विशेषतः शेतीचं क्षेत्र हे ज्याला आपण प्रत्येक शेतकऱ्याचं जे शेतीचं क्षेत्र हे कमी कमी होत चाललेलं आहे. त्यामुळे शेतीचं क्षेत्र मर्यादित असणं, शेती निसर्गावर अवलंबून असणं, अनियमित पावसावर शेतीचं असणारं अवलंबित्व, पाणी पुरवठ्याच्या अपुऱ्या सुविधा, खतांचा मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये बेसुमार केला जाणारा वापर, ऑर्गॅनिक फार्मिंगच्या संदर्भामधला असणारा अपुरं ज्ञान, याचा विपरीत परिणाम हा मुख्यत्वे करून शेती क्षेत्रावर हा झालेला दिसून येईल, की जेणेकरून त्याचा इम्पॅक्ट हा प्रामुख्याने ग्रामीण अर्थव्यवस्थेवर झालेला दिसून येतो. आज ग्रामीण अर्थव्यवस्थेमध्ये मी मगाशी पहिलाच मुद्दा एक्सप्लेन केला की लोकांचा अन्नधान्यावरच्या खर्चापेक्षा इतर क्षेत्रावर, ज्याला आपण हाऊसहोल्ड एक्सपेंडिचर ज्याला म्हणतो, अन्यतर एक्सपेंडिचर वरचा खर्च वाढत चाललेली ही आश्चर्याची बाब आहे. परंतु तरी देखील ग्रामीण भागातही हा इम्पॅक्ट, शहरी भागाबरोबर ग्रामीण भागात देखील तो इम्पॅक्ट आहे. परंतु दीर्घकालीन स्थिरतेच्या दृष्टिकोनातून या शेती क्षेत्राच्या अडचणी कमी करणं गरजेचं आहे, जेणेकरून शेतकऱ्यांचं उत्पन्न कसं घटणार नाही आणि ग्रामीण मागणी कमी होणार नाही याच्या दृष्टिकोनातून दखल घेणं गरजेचं आहे. पर्यायाने शेतावर अवलंबून असलेला जो काही ग्राहक वस्तू, वाहन उद्योग, FMCच्या उत्पादनाच्या ज्या काही वस्तू असतात, याच्यावर विपरीत परिणाम कसा दीर्घकाळामध्ये होणार नाही याची दखल मुख्यत्वे करून आव्हानात्मक दृष्टिकोनातून घेणं गरजेचं आहे. याच्यासाठी प्रामुख्याने पीक विमा योजना आणि थेट उत्पन्न अर्थसहाय्य, ज्या काही सहाय्य योजना आहे, ह्या यंत्रणा मजबूत केल्या पाहिजेत. ग्रामीण उत्पादन क्षमतेत वाढ घडवून आणण्यासाठी कृषी पायाभूत सुविधा विकसित करणं गरजेचं आहे. शेतकरी आणि लघु उद्योजकांसाठी डिजिटल वित्तीय सेवांमध्ये वाढ करण्याची गरज आहे. अशा जर काही रेमेडीज जर त्या अनुषंगाने जर केल्या तर त्याचा चांगले पडसाद भविष्य काळामध्ये उद्भवू शकते किंवा उमटवू शकते. पुढची एक समस्या आपल्याला सांगता येते ते म्हणजे ग्लोबल ट्रेड अँड इकॉनॉमिक अनसर्टॅनिटी. जागतिक व्यापार आणि एक पद्धतीची जागतिक जी काही जागतिक व्यापार आणि आर्थिक अनिश्चितता आहे, ही याचे पडसाद कमी किंवा त्याची तीव्रता कशी सातत्याने कमी राहील हे पाहणं गरजेचं आहे. विशेषतः आपल्याला असं दिसेल की जागतिक स्तरावरची बऱ्याच वेळेला अनसर्टेनिटी असते आणि त्याचा विपरीत परिणाम देशाच्या अर्थव्यवस्थेवर झाल्याशिवाय राहत नाही. विशेषतः आता गेल्या 3 वर्षापासून रशिया युक्रेनचं युद्ध चालू झालेलं आहे. याचा मुख्यत्वे करून विपरीत परिणाम हा प्रामुख्याने भारताच्या विशेषतः कच्च्या तेलाच्या आयातीवर झालेला दिसतो. मुख्यत्वे करून आपण 85% क्रूड ऑइल आयात करतो आणि मोठ्या प्रमाणामधले आपलं परकीय चलन त्या दृष्टिकोनातून खर्च होताना दिसून येईल. पर्यायाने ज्या वेळेला जागतिक काही घटना घडतात त्याचा पहिला इम्पॅक्ट होतो तेलाच्या किमतीवर, आणि तेलाच्या किमती जर अप अँड डाऊन झाले, विशेषतः रायझिंगच राहतात आणि त्याच्यावर मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये जर खर्च आपला व्हायला लागला तर आपले नाही म्हटलं तरी त्याचा बॅलन्स ऑफ ट्रेडवर आणि पर्यायानं रुपयाच्या म्हणजे आपला परकीय चलन साठ्यावर विपरीत परिणाम होतो आणि सायमल्टेनियसली त्याचा विपरीत परिणाम रुपयाच्या जागतिक स्वरूपाच्या कंपॅरेटिव्ह किमती चलनाच्या किमतीवर देखील झालेल्या दिसून येईल. म्हणून याच्या दृष्टिकोनातून जागतिक जे काही घटना घडू शकतात ते कन्सिडर करून रुपया कशा पद्धतीने स्थिर राहील, बॅलन्स ऑफ पेमेंटवर विपरीत परिणाम कसा होणार नाही, परकीय चलनाचा साठा कसा कमी होणार नाही, याच्या दृष्टिकोनातून आपण पावलं उचलणं गरजेचं आहे. पर्यायाने व्यापार भागीदारीचं विविधीकरण करून आयातीचं अवलंबित्व आपण कमी केलं पाहिजे. नवीन प्रकारचे जे ऊर्जा प्रकल्प आहेत हे आपण शोधले पाहिजे. प्रामुख्याने देशामध्ये विविध ठिकाणी अशा पद्धतीच्या ऊर्जा प्रकल्पांची निर्मिती केली पाहिजे आणि त्याच्याही दृष्टिकोनातून होणारा खर्च कसा कमी होईल याच्या दृष्टीने प्रयत्न केले पाहिजेत. आणि विशेषतः भारताची जागतिक परिस्थितीमधली स्पर्धात्मक क्षमता कशी वाढेल या दृष्टिकोनातून प्रयत्न करणं गरजेचं आहे. मुख्यत्वे करून ह्या सगळ्यात भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्थेचा ज्यावेळेला आपण या अँगलने विचार करतो तर भारतीय आर्थिक परिस्थितीवर बॅलन्स ऑफ पेमेंट, वस्तू आणि सेवा कर ज्याला जीएसटी आणि मालाची वाहतूक करणारा जो उद्योग आहे यांचा मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये इम्पॅक्ट हा पडताना दिसून येईल. मी माझी बोलण्याच्या ओघामध्ये सांगितलं की बॅलन्स ऑफ पेमेंट हा कसा निगेटिव्ह राहणार नाही, पॉझिटिव्ह कसा राहील याच्यावर भर देणं गरजेचं आहे. कारण भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्थेवर त्याचा मोठा इम्पॅक्ट हा प्रामुख्याने बॅलन्स ऑफ पेमेंटवर, आयात निर्यात कसे त्याच्यावर मुख्यत्वे करून होताना आपल्याला दिसून येईल. विशेषतः आपल्याला आपली भारताची आयात जादा आणि निर्यात कमी अशा स्वरूपाचं एक स्ट्रक्चर परिस्थिती मुख्यत्वे करून असलेली दिसून येईल. मागच्या 2-3 महिन्यामध्ये नोव्हेंबर डिसेंबर मध्ये आपला इम्पोर्ट $69.9 बिलियन होता आणि एक्सपोर्ट मात्र $32.2 बिलियन. याचाच अर्थ ट्रेड डेफिसिट त्या 2 महिन्यामध्ये $37.8 बिलियन एवढे. याचा पर्याय ना आपली जी काही आयात आहे त्या आयातीच्या बाबत आपण मी माझी उल्लेख केला की क्रूड ऑइलचे मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये आपण आयात करतो, ती एक समजण्यासारखी बाब आहे. पण आपण मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये सोनं आयात करतो, म्हणजे सोन्याची आयात हा एक खरं म्हणजे मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये विचार करावा लागणारा मुद्दा आहे. फेस्टिवलच्या दृष्टिकोनातून काही घटना असतात, काही कमोडिटी असतात की त्याची देखील आपण मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये आयात करतो. त्यामुळे या गोष्टीवर कुठेतरी कंट्रोल करणं गरजेचं आहे. मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये आपण गाड्यांची निर्मिती करतो, देशामध्ये गाड्या मोठ्या प्रमाणात, प्रत्येक व्यक्तीला गाडी कशी मिळेल याच्या दृष्टीने पॉलिसी आखली, परंतु त्याची खरंच आवश्यकता आहे का? सार्वजनिक वाहतूक व्यवस्था जर सक्षम स्वरूपाची जर केली तर प्रत्येक व्यक्तीला व्हेकल वापरण्याची गरज भासणार नाही आणि पर्यायाने क्रूड ऑइलची आयात कमी करता येऊ शकेल. त्यामुळे याच्यावर देखील एक मुख्यत्वे करून विचार करण्यासारखा मुद्दा हा आहे की जेणेकरून भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्थेवर त्याचे चांगले परिणाम हे प्रामुख्याने घडू शकते. जीएसटी सारखा एक मुद्दा आहे, त्याचा पण विचार करण्याचा एक त्याचे इम्प्लिमेंटेशनचा देखील एक महत्वाचा मुद्दा आहे. आपल्याला माहिती आहे की इन्कम टॅक्स हा प्रामुख्याने डायरेक्ट टॅक्स आहे आणि जीएसटी हा प्रामुख्याने इनडायरेक्ट टॅक्स आहे. इन्कम टॅक्सच्या बाबत आपला प्रोग्रेसिव्ह टॅक्स सिस्टीम आहे, ज्याला आपण वाढत्या उत्पन्नावर चढता कर ही आपली मुख्यत्वे करून टॅक्सची पद्धत आहे. आणि जीएसटीच्या बाबत मुख्यत्वे करून आपला रिग्रेसिव्ह टॅक्स सिस्टीम आहे. सगळ्यांना जो जशा वस्तू खरेदी करेल त्या वस्तूंवर त्याचा मुख्यत्वे करून तो जीएसटी आपल्याला प्रामुख्याने द्यावा लागतो. सध्या वर्तमान कालखंडामध्ये जीएसटीचं जेवढं टोटल कलेक्शन होतं तर त्या टोटल कनेक्शनचं जर आपण लोकसंख्या वाईज आणि गरीब श्रीमंत आणि उच्च श्रीमंत याच्याशी कम्पेअर ज्या वेळेला त्याचा स्टेप काढतो का त्याचा असणारा हिस्सा काढतो त्यावेळेला आपल्याला दिसेल की 50% हिस्सा हा जीएसटीचा 50% हिस्सा हा प्रामुख्याने शासनाला लोअर क्लास ऑफ द पॉप्युलेशन मधून मिळतो. 40% हिस्सा हा प्रामुख्याने मिडल क्लास पॉप्युलेशन कडून मिळतो आणि 10% हिस्सा हा प्रामुख्याने टॉप क्लास ज्याला अति उच्च स्वरूपाचा श्रीमंत वर्ग म्हणतो त्याच्याकडून मिळताना दिसून येईल। याचा अर्थ सरळ सरळ असं आपल्याला सांगता येईल की जीएसटीच्या इम्प्लिमेंटेशनच्या बाबत लोकांच्या मनामध्ये मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये एक पद्धतीचा असंतोष आहे। जीएसटी घेण्याबद्दल दुमत नाहीये, परंतु जीएसटीचा पडणारं बर्डन लोकांच्या उत्पन्नात वास्तव उत्पन्न कमी करायला कारणीभूत ठरतं। पर्याय उदाहरण जर सांगायचं जर झालं, जर एक म्हणजे लोअर मिडल म्हणजे शूज जर घेतला, बूट जर घेतला 1000च्या आतल्या किमतीचा, तर त्याच्यावर 12% जीएसटी द्यावी लागते। तो जर 1300 का 1400 रुपयाचा घेतला, 1000 पेक्षा जादा रुपये किमतीचा जर घेतला, तर त्याच्यावर मुख्यत्वे करून 18% जीएसटी द्यावा लागतो। ह्या गोष्टी म्हणजे व्यवहारिकदृष्ट्या योग्य वाटत। म्हणजे तुम्ही 1000च्या घेतला तर 1200, पण 1400 रुपयाचं घेतलं तर त्या अगोदरच्या 1000 रुपयाला देखील 1800 आणि नंतरच्या 4 रुपयाला देखील 1800। म्हणजे मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये या बाबत लोकांच्या खिशामधून पैसा हा काढला जातो, असे एक पद्धतीची परिस्थिती आपल्याला याच्या इम्प्लिमेंटेशनच्या बाबत दिसून येते। पनीर, आटा, लोणी, दही, डाळ यासारख्यावर 5% जीएसटी। 25 किलोच्या आतली ही प्रॉडक्ट घेतली तर मुख्यत्वे करून मोठ्या प्रमाणात, आणि हा लोक काय 25 किलोच्या पेक्षा जादा किमतीच्या या वस्तूपेक्षा या वस्तू कधी करत नाही। पनीर असेल, आटा असेल, लोणी असेल, डाळ किंवा या वस्तू असतील। म्हणजे थोडक्यात मला असं सांगायचं की जीएसटीची जी इम्प्लिमेंटेशनची जी पद्धत आहे ती मात्र अयोग्य स्वरूपाची आहे, आणि त्याच्याबाबत लोकांच्या मनामध्ये मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये एक असंतोषाची भावना आहे। विशेषतः लोकसभेच्या निवडणुकीमध्ये हा मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये मुद्दा हा जनतेमध्ये चर्चेला आपल्याला दिसून येईल। ऍग्रिकल्चर शेतकऱ्यांना देखील ऍग्रिकल्चर कमोडिटी खरेदी करताना जीएसटी द्यावा लागतो। तर या घटनांचा मात्र सरकारने वेगळ्या पद्धतीने विचार करणं गरजेचं आहे। भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्थे म्हणजे आर्थिक परिस्थितीवर परिणाम करणारा एक शेवटचा एक महत्वाचा घटकाची मी चर्चा करतो, ते म्हणजे वाहतूक व्यवस्था। वाहतूक व्यवस्थेच्या बाबत आपल्याला सांगता येईल की रस्ते वाहतूक, रेल्वे वाहतूक, त्यानंतर जलवाहतूक, हवाई वाहतूक, वाहतुकीच्या या गोष्टी या पद्धतीने वाहतूक व्यवस्था ही इम्प्लिमेंट केली जाते। मुख्यत्वे करून ज्या वेळेला इंधनाच्या किमती वाढतात, वाहतूक खर्च वाढतो, जीएसटी वाढतो, त्यावेळेला वाहतुकीचा खर्च वाढतो। पर्यायानं वस्तू वाहतुकीचा खर्च ज्या वेळेला वाढतो त्यावेळेला या वाहतूक खर्चाचा विपरीत परिणाम सामान्य जनतेच्या वस्तू ज्या लागतात त्याच्या किमती वाढायला ही बाब घटना कारणीभूत ठरते। परिणामी माल वाहतूक उद्योग हा चांगल्या पद्धतीने निर्माण होणं गरजेचं आहे, आणि विशेषतः ट्रान्सपोर्ट ज्याला म्हणतो, मग तो कुठल्याही पद्धतीचा असेल, रस्ते, रेल्वे, जल आणि हवाईची जास्त नाही प्रमाणात हो, परंतु तरी देखील ह्या वाहतूक व्यवस्था ह्या स्वस्त असल्या पाहिजे। विशेषतः आपल्याला असं सांगता येईल की आता रस्ते वाहतुकीच्या बाबत मोठ्या प्रमाणात गेल्या 8-10 वर्षामध्ये सुधारणा होते। रस्त्यांचं जाळं मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये वाढतं, याच्याबद्दल ही समाधानाची बाब आहे। परंतु तरी देखील रोड ट्रान्सपोर्ट कॉस्टली स्वरूपाचा आहे। रेल्वे आणि जलवाहतूक ही स्वस्त राहू शकते, पण रेल्वे वाहतुकीच्या संदर्भामध्ये स्वातंत्र्योत्तर कालखंडामध्ये जितक्या प्रमाणामध्ये रेल्वेचं जाळं निर्माण करायला पाहिजे होतं तितक्या प्रमाणामध्ये रेल्वेचं जाळं निर्माण झालेलं नाहीये, देशाचा भौगोलिक प्रदेश विचारात घेतात। त्यामुळे त्याच्याही बाबत काही लॉंग टर्म प्रोजेक्ट हाती घेणं गरजेचं आहे, आणि विशेषतः त्याच्यापेक्षा स्वस्त वाहतूक ज्याला म्हणतो ती म्हणजे जलवाहतूक असते। ही जलवाहतूक आपल्या दृष्टिकोनातून भारताचा भूभागाचा विचार करता 7000 किलोमीटरची किनारपट्टी आहे, मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये म्हणजे तिन्ही बाजूने आपल्याला समुद्राचं सान्निध्य आहे, जगाला कनेक्टेड अशा स्वरूपाची समुद्राच्या व्यवस्था आहे। परंतु एवढे अनुकूलता असताना देखील आपण जलवाहतुकीच्या दृष्टिकोनातून विशेषतः जागतिक व्यापारा म्हणजे एक्सपोर्टच्या इम्पोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट मध्ये तितक्या प्रमाणामध्ये आपण बंदरांची व्यवस्था केली नाही, आणि तितक्या प्रमाणामध्ये आपली जलवाहतूक देखील स्वस्त स्वरूपाची नाही, हा दुर्दैवाचा भाग आहे। विशेषतः आपण काय करतो की आपल्याजवळ शिप ज्याला म्हणतो, जहाज ज्याला म्हणतो, ती जहाज आपल्याजवळची कमी मेट्रिक टनची, पर्यायाने आपल्याला जर मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये जर आयात करायची असेल तर जगातल्या ज्या देशांकडे मोठी शिप आहे त्यांना त्या ऑर्डर द्याव्या लागतात। त्यामुळे आपला ऑपरेशनल खर्च कारण नसताना वाढतो। त्यामुळे आता मागच्या ह्या बजेटमध्ये आपण एक प्रोव्हिजन केलेले शिपयार्डच्या अनुषंगाने, परंतु तरी देखील देशाची 7000 किलोमीटरची किनारपट्टी विचारात घेतात आपण त्या ठिकाणी मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये बंदरांची निर्मिती करणं, बंदर निर्मितीचा खर्च मोठ्या प्रमाणात जरी असला तरी देखील त्याच्या दृष्टीने लॉंग टर्म प्लॅन करून अनेक पद्धतीची बंदरं कमी अंतरावर तयार जर निर्माण केली तर मुख्यतः करून देशाच्या दृष्टिकोनातून भावी स्टॅबिलिटीच्या दृष्टिकोनातून त्याचा फायदा होईल. अंतर्गत जलवाहतूक देखील नद्यांच्या बाबतची जी काय आपण करायला पाहिजे त्याचा देखील जितक्या प्रमाणात उपयोग करून घ्यायला पाहिजे तितक्या प्रमाणात आपण तो करून घेत नाही. त्यामुळे मालवाहतूक उद्योग हा विकसित करणं, मालवाहतुकीचे जे मार्ग आहे त्यांचा विकास घडवून आणणे याच्या दृष्टिकोनातून प्रयत्न करण्याची आवश्यकता आहे. पर्यायनं ह्या सगळ्या भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था ही एक मुख्यतः करून परिवर्तनाच्या प्रक्रियेमध्ये जाते, एक परिवर्तनाच्या टप्प्यात असून भारताच्या अर्थव्यवस्थेमध्ये प्रचंड प्रमाणामध्ये आर्थिक विकासाची किंवा विकासाची क्षमता आहे. 145 कोटीचा लोकसंख्येचा देश आहे. त्याचबरोबर मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये भौगोलिक प्रदेश देखील मोठ्या स्वरूपाचा आहे. त्याचबरोबर 12 महिन्याचा सूर्यप्रकाश आहे. जगाच्या प्रत्येक भूपृष्ठावर जे जे भूप्रदेशाचे हवामानाचे पट्टे सगळ्याच्या सगळ्या हवामानाच्या पट्टे अगदी थंड हवामानापासून अतिउष्ण हवामानाच्या पट्ट्यापर्यंत सगळ्या हवामानाचे पट्टे भारतामध्ये प्रत्येक राज्याच्या काही खासियती आहे, प्रत्येक राज्याची काही नैसर्गिक संसाधन संपत्ती आहे. ह्या सगळ्याचा जर आपण विचार केला तर भारताच्या अर्थव्यवस्थेला विकासाच्या दृष्टीने प्रचंड प्रमाणामध्ये क्षमता आहे. परंतु हे आव्हान ज्या वेळेला आपण काही ज्या अर्थव्यवस्थेचा विकास घडवून आणत असताना 145 कोटी लोकसंख्येच्या क्षमतांचा उपयोग करून विकास घडवून आणत असताना आपण काही पद्धतीची धोरणं लॉंग टर्म स्वरूपामध्ये स्वीकारणं गरजेचे, विशेषतः आता वेळाभावी मी ज्यादा एक्सप्लेन करू शकणार नाही, पण कर रचना ज्याला आपण म्हणतो, टॅक्स सिस्टीम, अनुपालन प्रक्रिया, पायाभूत उद्योगांच्या उभारणीला प्राधान्य, त्याचबरोबर स्थिर परकीय गुंतवणूक भारताकडे कशा पद्धतीचे आकर्षित होईल या गोष्टीला महत्व देणं गरजेचं आहे. म्हणजे आता काय होतं की फॉरेन इन्व्हेस्टमेंट पोर्टफोलिओच्या माध्यमातून गोळा करतो, परंतु बऱ्याच वेळेला हे फॉरेन जे इन्व्हेस्टर आहे हे मुख्यत्वे करून चलन हे प्रामुख्याने बऱ्याच वेळेला इन्व्हेस्टमेंट काढून घेतात, त्याचा भांडवल बाजारावर विपरीत परिणाम होतो. त्यामुळे ह्या सगळ्याचा विचार करता एक लॉंग टर्म पॉलिसी या अनुषंगाने तयार करणं गरजेचं आहे. कन्क्लूड करत असताना एका मुद्द्याचा मी जाता जाता महत्वाचा परामर्श देतो, तो म्हणजे सकाळच्या सेशनमध्ये आपल्या एका वक्त्याने या मुद्द्याचा आणि एका रिसर्च पेपरच्या बाबत देखील उल्लेख केला, ते म्हणजे एआयचा, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्सचा होऊ घातलेला परिणाम भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्थेवर किंबहुना जगावर आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्सचा प्रचंड प्रमाणामध्ये परिणाम होणार आहे. एक उदाहरणच जर म्हणजे खरं म्हणजे आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्सच्या बाबत एक बात स्पष्ट करता येईल. जसा लाईटचा शोध लागला, विजेचा शोध लागला, म्हणजे विजेचा शोध लागणं ही एक पद्धतीची क्रांतिकारक घटना आहे, प्रचंड प्रमाणामध्ये मानव जातीवर इम्पॅक्ट करणारी घटना आहे. तशाच पद्धतीचा आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्स, कृत्रिम बुद्धिमत्तेचा देखील इम्पॅक्ट हा प्रामुख्याने येत्या भविष्य काळामध्ये मानव जातीवर होणारे, भारतावर देखील होणारे, भारताच्या अर्थव्यवस्थेवर देखील होणारे. विशेषतः भारत या शेती क्षेत्र असेल, उद्योग क्षेत्र असेल, रोजगारीचं क्षेत्र, सगळ्यावर मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्सचा प्रभाव हा पडणार आहे. आणि हा प्रभाव फार अति शॉर्ट कालखंडामध्ये, म्हणजे एका मागच्या 150-200 वर्षामध्ये जितकं जग बदलणार नाही, किंबहुना ते 10 वर्षाच्या कालखंडामध्ये आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्स मुळे बदलणार आहे. मुख्यत्वे करून रोबो असे येणार आहेत की रोबो असे असतील की ते माणसाप्रमाणे विचार करतील आणि निर्णय घेतील. म्हणजे या आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्सचा आपण किती जरी हायपोथेसिस गृहीत धरलं तरी देखील त्याच्याही पेक्षा या आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्सचा काय परिणाम होईल हे मात्र आता भविष्य कालखंडामध्ये, भविष्यावर काय होईल आजच्या कालखंडात प्रिडिक्ट करता येणार नाही. परंतु तरी देखील या सगळ्या गोष्टी गृहीत धरून आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजन्सचा कसा चांगल्या पद्धतीने उपयोग करून घेता येईल आणि भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था अधिक विकसित कशी होईल आणि देशातल्या जनते याचा उपयोग करून घेणं गरजेचं आहे. त्या सगळ्या गोष्टीचा विचार करतात भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था ही पद्धतीची अभ्यासाच्या दृष्टीने सक्षम स्वरूपात टाकता याबद्दल काही नाही. At last, the organizing committee the dedication means success. To my chairman of the committee, Dr. Bhagwat Conveyor.
बोथरे सर, तुमचा आवाज ब्रेक होतोय. बोथरे सर. हा सर. Okay.
Contributed the research papers and research discussion and engagement. As we conclude this conference, I urge all of you to take forward the knowledge and insight gained here and apply them to your academic, professional, and entrepreneurial journey. Let us continue to explore new research area, industry collaboration, and policy recommendation that can drive economic and management excellence. In conclusion, I wish you all the great success in your future endeavor. May you continue to learn, innovate, and contribute to the field of commerce, economics, and management. Once again, thank you for this opportunity. I took forward to seeing the impact of the ideas and collaboration that emerged from this conference. Wishing you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Honorable Principal Dr. P.R. Bothre Sahib. Now, the next session is a feedback session. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Vijay Nikam sir, Anna Sahib Aute College, Mansar, regarding National E-Conference feedback.
Hello, good evening, one and all. This is Professor Dr. Vijay Nikam from Anna Sahib Aute College, Mansar. Today, I attended this conference on the occasion of this day. I'm very glad to tell you that I'm very happy. Since morning, I'm listening so many thoughts from so many resource person, and I'm very happy to know that this conference will be really beneficial for all of our students, professors, research scholars, and all our faculty members, academicians. Recent trends in commerce and economics and management. I'm very much thankful to our honorable principal, Dr. Sarode sir, our honorable HOD, Dr. Arjun Bhagwat, to conduct this conference, and all the organizing team. And really, I learned a lot in this conference. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to invite Professor Vijay Somase sir, KGS College, Kopergaon, regarding the National E-Conference feedback.
Hello, I am audible. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes. I, the Professor Vijay Somase, Assistant Professor of KGS College, Kopergaon. Actually, I sincerely appreciate the efforts of RTCEM College, which has been taken by the Department of Commerce and Management and the Department of Economics for organizing a wonderful national e-commerce on recent trend in commerce, economics, and management. The session was very informative, and the speaker shared the useful knowledge. One request is there, hello. One request is there. Kindly organize a physical session if possible, such like we can say the faculty development program, then faculty exchange program. So we all the faculty can connect each other, sir. Once again, we can say the program and the session was very nice and wonderful. I have upgraded my knowledge also, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite Professor Pradeep Yadav, sir, CD Jain College, Shriyampur, regarding the National E-Conference feedback.
Thank you, ma'am. So,
Yadav, sir. Pradeep Yadav, sir, your voice is not clear. Pratiksha, ma'am, next participants, please.
Now I would like to invite Professor Aniket Khatri, CD Jain College, Shriyampur, regarding the National E-Conference feedback.
Khatri, sir, please unmute your mic. Khatri, sir.
Sorry. Good afternoon, each and all who are present on this Zoom and YouTube platform. I'm Aniket Khatri from CD Jain College of Commerce, Shriyampur. I had the privilege of attending this National E-Conference organized by SSGM College, Kopargaon on recent trends in commerce, economics, and management. And I would like to express my appreciation for the excellent organization and execution of the program. This conference definitely had provided a platform for academicians like us, researchers, and industry experts to exchange the information, to exchange the insights on emerging trends in the field of commerce, economics, and management. I want to mention that the selection of topics in the conference, ranging from artificial intelligence in commerce, digital marketing, then financial markets and entrepreneurship, was very relevant and insightful. The keynote address and the resource persons who delivered the thoughts in this conference really enriched the understanding of the contemporary challenges and innovations in the field of commerce, economics, and management. I particularly appreciate the interactive sessions and question answer session, which allowed participants to engage either directly with the experts or paper presenters. The virtual platform like this, Zoom, was managed excellently, seamlessly streaming on Zoom and also about in YouTube Live. So all attendees have participated and presented well. Additionally, the opportunity to publish the research papers in a reputed peer-reviewed journal, which was an added significant value to the conference. The overall conference was a great learning experience, and I commend the efforts of the Rayat Shikshan Samstha, SSGM College Principal Dr. Madhav Sarode sir, and whole organizing team for organizing such a wonderful and excellent e-conference and making this event a grand success. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request to Vice Principal and Head of the Department of Commerce and Management, Dr. Arjun Bhagwat sir, please share your insights and valuable overview and report of today's National E-Conference.
Thank you so much, madam. Am I audible? Yes, sir. Okay. So thank you so much, and good afternoon to all in one who are present here. I'm Dr. Arjun Bhagwat, convener of this National E-Conference. I'm here to present the report of today's National E-Conference on recent trends in commerce, economics, and management. Under the dynamic leadership of Honorable Principal Dr. Madhav Sarode Sahib, Rayat Shikshan Samstha's SSGM College, Kopargaon, Department of Commerce and Management, Department of Economics, and Department of BBA, with the help of Internal Quality Assurance Cell, jointly successfully organized this National E-Conference on recent trends in commerce, economics, and management on 18th March 2025. In this one day, there was inauguration ceremony, keynote session, 2 plenary lectures, 1 session of research paper presentation, and valedictory function. We feel proud that total 101 abstract of research paper received in this conference. We have sent these all abstract to concerned research journal for further process of publication. The conference started with very beautiful Rayat Geet, which is made by our Rayat faculty members. Total 100 word academicians and 120 research students from more than 7 states attended this e-conference virtually. All the participants enjoyed the lectures, technical session, as well as beautiful presentations. At the beginning, our mentor, Honorable Principal, Dr. Madhav Sarode Sahib, welcomed all the guests and dignitaries from different parts of the country. He briefly introduced the chief guest and guest of honor to the audience. After welcome address, our leader, Honorable Advocate Bhagirat Kaka Shinde Sahib, Vice Chairman of Rayat Shikshan Sanstha Satara, gave his best wishes to organize this national e-conference successfully. The conference was inaugurated by chief guest, Honorable Professor Dr. Parag Kalkar Sahib, Pro Vice Chancellor, Savitribai Phule Pune University, Pune. Honorable Advocate Bhagirat Kaka Shinde Sahib, Vice Chairman of Rayat Shikshan Sanstha Satara, and my colleague, keynote speaker, Honorable Professor Dr. Philip Rodriguez E. Melo Sir, Professor in Commerce, St. Xavier's College, Mapusa, Goa State. During inauguration ceremony, Honorable Professor Dr. Parag Kalkar Sir, Pro Vice Chancellor, Savitribai Phule Pune University, Pune, stimulated the audience with his very influential speech. He enlightened and sharing the valuable knowledge about various recent trends, current scenario in the commerce and management faculty. During inauguration ceremony, research journal was also released by the chief guest. The title of the online research journal is International Journal of Economics, Business, Accounting, Agriculture, and Management towards paradigm shift in research, with having ISSN number 30659140. After inauguration ceremony, Professor Dr. Philip Rodriguez E. Melo, Professor in Commerce, St. Xavier's College, Mapusa, Goa, delivered his keynote address on the topic Recent Trends in Management. He discussed about various trends related to modern management and also various recent concepts regarding management and administration. After a keynote address, the first session was on the topic of use of artificial intelligence in education and research and ethical perspective, which was conducted by our friend Dr. Gaur Gopal Banik Sir, Department of Accountancy, Guwahati University, Assam. Dr. Gaur Gopal Banik Sir explained the ethical issues in use of artificial intelligence in education and research. Also, he discussed about ethical issues in artificial intelligence, and also he told how to use AI in research and education sector. The second session was on the topic of recent trends in economics, which was conducted by Dr. Praveen Jadhav Sir, Head and Professor, Institute of Infrastructure, Technology, Research and Management, affiliated to Autonomous University, Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Dr. Praveen Jadhav Sir discussed about various trends related to economics and their impact on Indian economy. Also, Dr. Praveen Jadhav Sir explained various economical concepts in globalization sector. The third session of the day was a research paper presentation chaired by Professor Dr. Suvarna Kurkute Madam, Department of Commerce and Management, DG College of Commerce, Satara, Constituent College of Karmavir Bhavrao Patil, University, Satara. Total 12 research scholars were presented their research paper in the field of commerce, economics, and management. The chairperson of the session, Professor Dr. Suvarna Kurkute Madam, described in detail the importance of research in commerce, economics, and management. Dr. Kurkute also took review of all presented research papers. Also, she motivated to participants that how to write quality research papers in commerce and management. For this e-conference, total 101 abstracts are received for publication. I would like to share some guidelines to the participants regarding research paper publication. First is your research article are sent to concerned research journal for review process. After review process, you will get acceptance of your research article on your email ID. If any queries generated during review process, then you will get intimation about your research article on your registered email ID. All the participants have to solve all queries generated during review process as per UGC guideline. After resolve all the queries about your research article, then you will get online link of your research article on your registered mobile or registered email ID within minimum 1 month. After very beautiful research paper presentation, the valedictory function was welcomed by our leader, mentor, Honorable Principal Dr. Madhav Sarode Sahib. The chief guest for the function was Principal Dr. Pramod Botre Sahib, Principal Vasantdada Patil Pratistans, Guruvarya Sadananda Maharaj College, Kondwa, Pune. During valedictory address, Principal Dr. Pramod Botre sir was shared the valuable knowledge about challenges before Indian economy. Dr. Pramod Botre sir also discussed the recent trends in accountancy, commerce, management, economics, and employability factor in the globalization. After this valedictory speech, some feedbacks collected. So Dr. Vijay Nikam, Dr. Pradeep Yadav, Mr. Vijay Somase, and Mr. Aniket Khatri, these 4 participants expressed their views on this e-conference. The participants appreciated the deliberation taken place during this e-conference. Participants also appreciated the planning, coordination, and management, also leadership of our principal in this e-conference. Now, dear participants, now we are in valedictory function. At the end of the report, on behalf of our college and all organizing team, we thankful to the chief guests, resource persons, and eminent faculties who present online on their hectic schedule and presented their findings before us. We are also thankful to our mentor, leader, Honorable Principal Dr. Madhav Sarode Sahib, all vice principals in our college, all heads of the departments, all teaching staff, all non-teaching staff, our technical team with Vairari sir, and all students who helped to make this event a successful one. We're also thankful to all participants from various colleges in the country who present virtually. Some of them presented their research work and research paper very beautifully and made the event successful. We hope you might have enjoyed the lectures and presentation as well. So in this word, I conclude my report. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Arjun Bhagwat sir. Now I would like to invite Professor Gawai Madam to express the vote of thanks of today's National E-Conference. Good afternoon, everyone. Respected dignitaries, distinguished guests, and all participants present here. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all of our chief guests, Honorable Professor Dr. Parag Kalkar sir, Pro Vice Chancellor, Savitribai Phule, Pune University, Honorable Bhagirath Shinde Sahib, Honorable Professor Dr. Philip Rodriguez E. Mello sir, Honorable Professor Dr. Gaur Gopal Banik sir,
Honorable Professor Dr. Praveen Jadhav sir, Honorable Dr. Suvarna Kurkute madam, Honorable Principal Dr. P.R. Bothre Sahib, for sharing their valuable insights with us. Your words have been truly inspiring. Before we conclude, a special thanks to the Honorable Principal Dr. Madhav Sarode Sahib, Vice Principal of Science Faculty, Professor Dr. Mohan Sangre Sir, Vice Principal of Arts Faculty, Dr. Babasaheb Shende Sir, Vice Principal of Commerce Faculty, Dr. Arjun Bhagwat Sir, Dr. Banderao Tarar Sir, Head of Department of Economics, Professor Mohit Gaware Sir, Head of Department of BBA, IQSC Coordinator, Dr. Nilesh Malpure Sir, Dr. Seema Chauhan Madam, Professor Dilip Bhoy Sir, Professor Vijay Somase Sir, Dr. Vijay Nikam Sir, Professor Aniket Khatri Sir, technical team, Vaira Sir, organizing committee, all the faculty members, all administrative staff, all participants and volunteers who work tirelessly to ensure that everything went smoothly. The dedication and hard work have been truly commendable. We hope this conference serves as a stepping stone for all of us to stay ahead of the curve in our respective fields and continue learning from each other. I would like to thank all our attendees for being here today. Your participation made this event meaningful and impactful. On behalf of Chairperson and Rayat Shikshan Samsthat, Shri Sadguru Gangagir Maharaj Science, Gautam Arts and Sanjeevani Commerce College, Kopargaon, we conclude this today's National E-Conference. Thank you all for being a wonderful audience. Have a great day ahead. Thank you. All the participants have to fill the feedback form. The link will share in conference WhatsApp group. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Dr. Bothre, sir. Okay.
Bothre sir, unmute वा. Bothre sir, unmute वा.
आहेत ते join आहेत?
Join आहेत ते. Bothre sir, unmute वा.
हो झालं आलं येते आवाज
येतोय
हो, हो.
येतोय.
हा येस
डॉक्टर धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद धन्यवाद
छान तुम्ही कन्क्लूड केलं.
चला त्या निमित्ताने आपल्याला योगायोगाने
चला.
संधी मिळाली.
हो,
आभारी
हो,
आहे.
चालेल.
चालेल.
धन्यवाद. भेटूया. आभारी आहे.
भेटूया
हो.
या तारीख. ओके थँक्यू.
Thank you.
ओके सर भगत सर थँक्यू.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Okay.
जगताप सर बंद
Please, all the participants request that fill up the feedback form, please.
Okay, madam, close this.